Valley Football League season for 2025. And the ball will be thrown up in the right contest. Hamish. Terry against Laird. Laird tapped it down, and it's crumbed. He gets the boot to ball as well to centre half forward, and it's marked by Aidan Brom. He sends it straight inside, attacking 50. Mellington's one out. He's dropped the mark though, and it's gone out of bounds. He was opposed well there in defence and will need a boundary throwing. Right forward pocket. We've been travelling about 30 seconds in this opening term. Live 25, local fresh footy. Ball's tossed back in. It's taken out of the right contest by Brom. It comes, quick boot to ball, round the body by Julian Nile. It's across the face and out of bounds. And the opposite, left forward pocket.
Left forward pocket already thrown into it. Brom doing direct work early for the Bears. Knocked down. Comes out there. Handball toss. Hayes from Bridgewater. 9-0 for Serp, but it spills out to Allings. Allings fires off the handball now. They can get that run going out of defence through Watt. They work it back into the middle of the ground, do the mean machine. They turn it over, but able to recover there was Allings. Fought out a handball to Darcy Wood, who was collected high, and he'll receive a free kick in the middle of the ground.
Big all indeed. He's got Harry McKinley on the outer wing, who receives now. So McKinley, who we spoke to in the pre-game, the skipper, with those green boots, kicks it up towards left half forward. Hack develops. Not completing the mark was Hamish Terry. Inside 50, goes long and deep, off hands. It's about 10 metres out from the Bridgewater goal. Left forward pocket, ball's gone into the dispute, and we'll have another ball up. Not a cloud in the sky, majestic conditions here at the Bridgewater Recreation Reserve. Live 25, local fresh footy. Ball's thrown up. It's a one-on-one ruck contest. Alex Powell close to the boundary line, knocked it out, and we'll have it tossed back in. Left forward pocket for Bridgewater. They're going to the scoreboard end in this opening term.
Yes, and they've set the wall up across the centre, so a quick kick out by Bears Lagoon. Serpentine should see it go straight back in.
So throw up, hits the bottom of the pack. A lot of players around this one, and we'll have a repeat ball up. Inside the forward pocket, scoreboard end of the ground. No score yet in this contest. Scoreboard operators haven't cleared the reserve score off there yet, but we haven't had a score in this one, so we still know what's going on. We'll ball it up and we'll do it all over again. A lot of players around this footy, inside forward. Ball goes up, back to ground. Sharps in there for Bridgewater, unable to take it. Another ball up, so that's 3 in very short success. Jackson, see if we can get us out of this one.
About 20 around this contest at the moment, so it's palm down in the arms of Charlie Gadsden, who's tackled. It's still a ball up. It's just so tight and congested at the moment, all.
It is. It's very tight, Jackson, and both ruckmen trying to hit it to their feet, and both opposition rovers at the beck and call.
So again, it's got forward about a metre. So both sides giving it their all. A cracking start. Still no score. We've travelled almost 5 minutes in this opening term. 5 metre out from the Bridgewater goal. Double fist away from Nathan Twig. Ball went straight to ground level. I reckon this is about the 10th ball up we've had in succession.
But at least with that tap out, Nathan Twig tried to hit it away to the contest, but he didn't quite get hold of it.
It's thrown up high in the air. Twig taps it down again. In defence, Laird gets the footy. He hopes to clear for Bears Lagoon Serpentine up towards half back. Harry Gadsden underneath it. He's opposed beautifully though by Bridgewater's Joseph Mays. He gives it by hand to Oliver Watt. Drives the kick to half forward. Terry, the big ruckman, bends down, unable to pick it up. Ball trickles out in front of the Bridgewater dugout, and we'll have it thrown back in. Still no score. It's round 1 of the Loddon Valley Football League season. Live 25, local fresh footy, and here's Cam Powell.
So ball thrown back into play. Both ruckmen get hands on it. Spills out, quick kick out of there, McKinley. That's Harry, but it's a free kick for a high tackle going the way of Bridgewater. Receiving the free kick here will be Derrick. So Ben Derrick has it. True centre wing position. Pavilion side here at Bridgewater Recreation Reserve. He sends a nice looking ball inside forward 50. Well presented. Spills out. Now it comes out. It'll be a flying shot from Nayland. Sends it right to the top of the square. Mark not taken, but it's been put through. I think it might be Lockie Sharp. At the top of the goal square, a little bit of great forward pressure from Sharp. He kicks the first goal of the day. One straight Bridgewater, no score Serpentine. Score sponsor Jason Westcott, builder.
And that came from an excellent bit of roving from Harry McKinley there. In leading by example, he was at the drop of the ball, front of the pack, got it into a pack situation where the Bridgewater forwards were able to bring it to ground, and Lockie Sharp, in a little scrimmage, he made no mistake. As we know, that's Lockie to a T, and he made an easy goal out of something that wasn't really there if the Bears Lagoon backs had have been at their best.
Such experience with Lockie Sharp, to not only here at Bridgewater of recent seasons, but before that with the Stratford Say Storm and Bendigo Football League. Up high in the ruck contest, no clear winner, fisted forward by Luke Allings, the kangaroo flat midfielder, now the mean machine. Harry McKinley edges it forward, intercepted though by Ross Turner, kick around the body to right half forward, floats over the head of James Bailey, trickles inside attacking 50, Justin Laird, goes after it, good hassle in defence from Darcy Wood, exceptional, but the hand pass no good, chopped off by Callum Draper. They'll send it inside 50 here, Bears Lagoon Serpentine, perhaps not for long. Jack Nayland gets in the way for Bridgewater, they combine well. James Norton by hand to Luke Allings, he evades traffic, kicks out towards half back, and it was perfectly placed, just a bounce shy of the boundary line, and it goes over and out. Defensive side of centre wing for Bridgewater, they lead by one straight kick. We've gone 7 minutes in this opening term.
Going to be thrown in. Meridian twigged the two ruckman, ball spills out the back, picked up and then sent forward for the mean machine up towards centre half forward. No clean possession. Now it spills out. It's going to be a chance for Powell. Powell gets some space. Powell has a bounce from 40 metres out and he sends an absolute worm burner of a kick. It was set up for a good bit of play for Alex Powell for the first minus score. There's nothing more than a shank off the boot. 1-1-7 Bridgewater, no score yet. Bears Lagoon Serpentine.
Yes, Alex Powell there running into an open goal. He had pressure on, but if he had steadied, it would have been a certain goal. But he just kept running full pelt, just didn't make proper contact.
It was far from pretty. Tyler Miles, who had the kicking duties for Bears Lagoon Serpentine, goes short to the back pocket. We'll work it out here. They chip it over the top again to Doolan Nile, who's got it still inside defensive 50, out of side at Bridgewater Recreation Reserve. He decides to switch back to full back to Tyler Miles, and the next link in the chain is Doolan Nile again, who's got it in front of the scoreboard. The Bears Lagoon Serpentine chips over the top to Tyler Miles, who's racking up possessions. He is a bit more audacious with that good pass, but it was effective. He found Doolan Nile, who's got it on the back edge of the centre square, out the side for Bears Lagoon Serpentine. A couple of players command attention down the line, but reading the play like a book, delightfully, was Oliver Watt, who intercepts for the mean machine at centre half back.
Watt then goes out to the grandstand side when kick just didn't quite find its target. Owens went through for Bridgewater. Darcy Ferguson out there in the helmet for Bridgewater.
The ball hasn't got deep into Bears Lagoon's forward line, but Jack Simons is wearing Josh Mannington like a glove.
Epic battle at the moment. Throw in, true centre wing position, grandstand side, getting forward for Bridgewater. It spills out. Joel Green's handball worked out. Now they'll send it forward from the kick, which came from Bridgewater. It was a downfield free kick, but it's paid advantage. They work it up to centre half forward. Sharp's got it. He's on the left from 50. Sends it goalwards. Will he get the bounce that he wants? Right to the goal square and running into an open goal for Bridgewater. They've got two. Right to the top of the goal square. And it was Nick Norton that gets the goal, but it's a fast start for Bridgewater. They are now 2-1-13. No score yet for Bears Lagoon Serpentine halfway through the first quarter. Score sponsor Jason Westcott, builder.
Yes, early on in this game, Bridgewater looked to be a little bit too slick for Bears Lagoon Serpentine. They're able to get the ball, get it on the outside and run with it. And then once again then, Lockie Sharp, excellent foresight for Sharpie. He knew just to kick the ball over the top and let his teammate run onto it. And it was perfectly placed and perfectly played.
Jack Milligan to go in this ruck contest to the mean machine. They're flying. They've got the first 2 goals of this contest. He was beaten that time by his opposite number 20 in Aidan Brom. And Bears Lagoon Serpentine get the clearance up to half forward. Mellington commands attention. So too does Andrew Gladman. Terrific tackle applied by Luke Crawford. Blocks the ball inside attacking 50. Right in front of our broadcast position.
While all this is going on, we've got a bit of push and shove up in the goal square. Jack Simons and Josh Mellington.
And a whistle has been blown by the umpire, so it's going to Bridgewater. And a wing taken by Jack Milligan, who's got it across half back. He hoisted it high in front of the club rooms. Underneath it with the crowd is Darcy Ferguson. His hand pass goes astray. Justin Laird gets it back. He sends it right up to the tip of the goal square. Drop mark taken by Mellington, who's furious. And he punches the goalpost in frustration as it ricochets through the behind. The first score for Bears Lagoon Serpentine this afternoon. They're run behind. Bridgewater, thanks to Jason Westcott.
Yeah, the kick in was poor and it turned over to McKinley, who then he lost it as well. It's actually Gadsden. It spills on now, comes out to Darcy Wood, who might have been aggressive high there. Darcy Wood has it across half back. He's got the short pass on, which he finds into the hands of Mays for Bridgewater. He goes straight down the line. Got some options down there. He's going to try and send it straight down the boundary line. Big pack of players will fly. No hand taken. Spills the ground. Comes out there. Now they can go through Ross Turner. They work it forward though to Bears Lagoon. Now they can chip up towards their half forward. Coming out, taking the mark on his chest to Crawford. Crawford 55 from home. He wheels onto the right. Mellington in one-on-one at the top of the goal square. Good support from Naylor to get back there. He brought the ball to ground. Playing for a high tackle will be Harry Gadsden, and I think he's going to get it. He threw the head back in the tackle. He might have just got him slightly high, but it was well crafted by Harry Gadsden. And he will line up in what should be no problem for the first goal for Bears Lagoon. He wastes no time on the right. It was very late, but he's missed it. That is an absolute coach killer. Go back, take your routine.
These things are costly. Gadsden, he's more experienced than that. He should have known better. You go back, you don't go back one step off the mark and chip it over the top. Go back and make sure of it.
Two behinds playing full.
Very disappointing. Echo sequence there. Nice. The knee machine bring the ball back in the play. Up hands. Picked up by Ben Derrick. He gives it off to Luke Allings, who kicks to half forward. Hoping to find out the moment. He can't get him. He follows up with a good tackle and locks the ball across right half forward for the Bridgewater knee machine. 2-1-13. Plays two behind. Bridgewater in front. It's fisted down by Jack Milligan. Inside 50 with the ricochet. It's at centre half back now. It's really scrappy at the moment. Tom McKinley does well. He snaps it around the body up towards the tip of the goal square, and a wonderful mark has been taken by Lockie Sharp, the man you allude to there, Norm, who's got it 25 metres out from goal. And Lachlan Sharp, who has already kicked one, the first of the match at the 5-minute mark, can now line up for his second. He never looked like missing. He made sure of that as Bridgewater dance along to 3-1-19. Bears Lagoon Serpentine up two behind. That's thanks to Aussie Disposals. Live 25, local fresh footy.
Yeah, so we saw the difference there. Lockie Sharp went back. He kicked through the football. He was concentrating on what he was doing. Up the other end, Harry Gadsden went back one step, tried to just chip it over the top of the man on the mark, and he made the miss. But the thing I'm liking about today's game is that the Bridgewater pressure has been immense.
One down in the ruck contest. Serpentine will try and work it forward. Handball didn't quite hit its target, trying to go through there. Was Eldman, he couldn't quite take it. They've managed to scrap it up to centre half forward. It's in the hands of Nihill. Nihill's handball out to a teammate, sends it towards Mellington, who got front and centre, and he's had to go off the ground, then he puts it through. So it didn't look the prettiest bit of play, but it was a good little bit of presence to force his opponent through. Mellington kicks the goal, and Bridgewater get a much needed one. Serpentine Dale 1-1-7, Bridgewater 3-1-19.
Well, that's Josh's third attempt at gaining the football, and you can see that he hasn't played much football, hasn't played any football till now for the second half of last year, and he's just finding his time getting into the game. That'll do him, give his confidence a big boost, and let's hope that he can go on and kick a few more goals. We've got another good push and shove up here in the forward line again with Mellington and Simmons.
Terry and Bron renewed acquaintances. They've got hands to the raft. He'll come straight to ground. Luke Alling's got the take out. to half forward. McKinley goes after it. He'll go back by hand to Darcy Wood. Inside victory, the kick sharp. Well, it looked too easy. It was just short of him though as he stretched forward to take the grab. And the ball went out, was wrapped up. And so another ball up close to the boundary line. It's out at any moment. Take it their hands to it first. Terry does well, clever, sharp. He just tapped it inventively. He keeps the ball alive. Harry McKinley follows up. Terrific tackle on Ross Turner. And we'll have a ball up 48 metres out from Bridgewater's goal. Left forward flank. They lead 3-1-19. To finish Lagoon's Serpentine 1-8.
Yes, it's been
I think we might actually finally see a free kick here. So umpires called one from all the way down here. There's a lot of confusion going on here. Mallington's getting quite frustrated with a little bit of treatment he was copying from Jack Simons, and we're just trying to see where the free kick's actually going to be taken.
Yeah, they'll be taken where the ball is, down in Bridgewater's forward line.
Well, I wasn't sure if he was playing the free kick, who he was paying it to at one stage there. Mallington certainly didn't agree with the decision. He thought he was the one being infringed. But Bridgewater have got it across centre half forward, about 10 metres in from the boundary. Take a good effort from here. It's a stabbing kick towards goal, and I think he's put it through. So a goal out, a little bit of frustration from Serpentine for Bridgewater, and they get a quick response. And the goal has come from Hamish Terry. So Bridgewater are now 4 goals, 1. There's Lagoon, 1 goal, 2. Score sponsor Jason Westcott, Build-Up Live, 25 local fresh footy.
Yes, it's interesting with 3 central umpires on the ground. You can't do anything wrong in a situation like that, and Ballington, right or wrong, a free kick given against him, but you can't give one away from one end of the ground when the ball's in your defensive end.
Back in the middle, Hamish Terry to kick that last goal, goes up, he can't take it down this time. A lot of players put their head over the football, or the ball up, so nearing quarter time in this round 1 Loddon Valley Football League season. Great to be with you this afternoon. The Bendigo Footy League begins next weekend, as does the Heathcote District Footy League. Out of the centre, a torpedo kick by Tyler Miles. Goes on the way to half forward. Intercepted though by Oliver Watt for Bridgewater. He clears for how long is the question. Alan Draper picks it back up for Bells against Serpentine. He's tackled, but he goes out of bounds at the same time. And so we'll have it thrown back in. Also beginning today are the North Central and the Maryborough Castlemaine District Football Leagues in the Golden Valley League too. It's round 1 action, so it's great to have footy back on this first weekend of April at a local level. On hands and knees, terrific work by Justin Laird, but intercepted by Bridgewater again. They take it to half forward. Terrific tackling. It's been a highlight of this opening term for me. The tackling by both sides, Norm, the pressure has been immense.
Yeah, I think Bridgewater's has just been a little bit higher than what Surf has, and that's given them the advantage.
Bridgewater there was Walsh, doing it quite to his standards so far, but he sends it inside forward 50. No mark paid. Quick handball to Allings. Allings goes goalwards. It's across the face. It might stay in play, and it will be taken over by Prendergast for Bears Lagoon. So another minus score to the mean machine.
Yeah, just watching the composure of Luke Owings out there is certainly made a difference to the Bridgewater forward line.
Ross Turner has the kicking duties for Bears against Serpentine. He finds Josh Tate still inside the defensive 50. Almost all players in one half of the ground at the moment. That's Bridgewater's front half. As Tate kicks a high ball, searching and hoping for Nathan Twig. Ball was knocked away from him. Good defensive work by Jack Nail. Umpire says play on. Ball spills out towards the Bridgewater dugout. Settling in front of the club room. Still no one has clean possession. Eventually it's picked up by Alex Powell at Bridgewater. His hand pass goes astray. And it's into dispute yet again. We'll have a ball up through centre wing position. Bridgewater Recreational Reserve. It's live 25 local fresh footy. Bridgewater 4-2. Lead. Bears Lagoon Serpentine 1-2.
Knockdown, Elling's taking the tackle straight away. The tackling pressure there came from Laird. Winning league medals here in the Loddon Valley Footy League. Laird gets it, just slams it on his boot, but Nail will be back first there for Bridgewater. He's had this across the boundary. In fact, he's kept alive there by Long. He's really well audacious to keep that one in play. I think it would have been better if it was rolled over for both teams. We'll get it thrown in right in front of our broadcast position. Beautiful day for footy here at Bridgewater is the Mean Machine leading it by 3 goals. Knocked down, Lance down the way through, handball to his teammate. Priest, he sends it up towards the hot spot. James Bailey got back on all fours, couldn't quite take it. Mellington rose it. He fends off the Simon's tackle. He snaps around the body on the left. It's going to float right across the face. So the penalty free kick, which will go the way of the Mean Machine, as Jack Bailey will bring the ball back in play. In fact, he's actually handballed it off. And Darcy Wood will bring the ball back in.
He will indeed. Darcy Jack! From Bridgewater. Just assesses options.
Jack!
Commanding some directions is Logan Alexander, who suggested he go short to Jack Bailey, and that's when Darcy there on field communication. Exhibited early on in this contest. Jack Nayland gets a 60-metre ball towards half back, very close to the boundary. Alexander is there, so too Luke Allens. Floats the hand pass forward. They're very tight and congested. It's been a common trend in this opening term. Great to be with you. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast this afternoon. Ball's thrown up. Sun is shining. Conditions are pristine. Harry McKinley does well with the tackle pressure alongside Jack Nayland too. The ball up.
Knocked down here, comes out from there, led handball forward to Priest, who was able to find a way through. He's handball to Twig. Twig's handball into congestion, and it's taken by Bridgewater. Logan Alexander charging through there is taken in the tackle. Wearing the helmet, Bowden Alexander. Another ball up. Twig kind of got first hands to it in the ruck contest. It spills out now from Bridgewater. Trying to find a way through was Derek. Eventually he did. It's just bouncing around in the contest. Lairds handball out of the pack, firing through there was Ross Turner. He had his head over the foot and wasn't rewarded for a high tackle, but it was rather well done in the end by Harry McKinley to force the ball up.
I'd love to know how many stoppages we've had in this term. The tackling has been a highlight. Luke Allings is good too. Trickles the ball forward a few metres. It's gone about 10 metres forward. Tackling is just unprecedented so far in this opening quarter of footy. They're giving it to all both sides. Free kick has been picked out by Farron Priest, who was caught high. So he's got it across left half back. Kick is a bit of a shank, and it should be chopped off. Well, I think he could have taken the grab Oliver White, but he took the more conservative option and just fisted it with aggression towards the club rings, and out of bounds it went. True centre wing position. It's 18 points to lead to the home side. Ball to be tossed back in. Settle in. Club room side. In the ruck contest, front position, Nathan Twig prepares the moon Serpentine. Stolen though by Alex Powell. He shows some audacity. One bounce, two bounces, almost tackled. Just got it away in the nick of time. By hand to Joel Green. High ball, inside 50. Off hands, no one can get the grab. It's inside defence for Bears Lagoon Serpentine. Tyler Niles wins the footy. For how long? Luke Allings gets in the way. He grabs it. He's gang tackled. And the ball up 40 metres out from the Mean Machine's goal.
Yes, pressure personified by both sides there. Nobody's getting an easy kick. They're all rushed, and that's making the congestion even worse.
Cross half forward, snapped out of the contest, and it goes right to the line. Eventually, Tyler Miles kills it for a minus score for Bridgewater. He's been good this quarter, has Miles. Now he's going to go do the kick-in duties. Takes his couple steps out of the fence, sends it on the broadcast side. No mark taken, spills the ground. Now they can handle forward. Able to take a real clean possession. Eventually it spills out. Nine's in there for Bears Lagoon. Nine's in there for the field. It's good to Nash Kemp. Kemp gets it. He juggled himself and he was taken in the tackle. Turned over. Harry McKinley. Well, when you're playing for rugby and kicking for touch, that's exactly what he did. It was really well done, but we're not playing that sport, so it's out of bounds on the full. And it will be true centre wing position for Bears Lagoon Serpentine. I'm not sure who he spotted there. Maybe he thought one of his teammates on the bench was on the field ball.
Yes, and it was certainly a shank left footer though.
Yeah, across half back, Bears Lagoon Serpentine on half forward. Good defensive work by Oliver White. He's open forward, and he helps to affect the score for the train. Back in, right in front of Norm Jenkins. Special comments this afternoon. Cameron Powell, Father Jackson, John Hunter with you as well as part of the full team this afternoon. A Bridgewater Recreation Reserve. All thrown back in. Good hands by Aidan Brom. Helps get him inside 50. Crawford, free kick for a hold. And it's going the way of Bridgewater. Free kick will be taken by James Norton, who goes very short to Oliver White. He's got it still inside of the inside with flamboyant pink/orange boots. He goes across the ground. It's a good ball. He's hoping to open it up a bit to Joseph Mays. So Joseph Mays down the line had a couple of intended targets. One of them was Xavier Walsh, the former Sandhurst Dragon. Spoke to him yesterday. He's up and about for season 2025. Back to Mays. They're providing some run. That was the intention of the passage of play. Nick Norton cuts through the centre. Lockie Sharp was out strong and he's taken an impressive lead and marked 60 metres out from goal. Now, I think he's just doing up his shoelace here. Now, we know he's got a deadly foot, Norm, and perhaps he considers himself somewhat of a chance to go back and have a shot.
Well, he'll either go back and have a shot or he'll sum up the situation, Jackson, and he'll find somebody in space in the Bridgewater forward line.
So 1FM who tuned in to us, a cheerio to all the call team, starting the Golden Valley Football League season in 2025 today. Kick out wide, and Joel Green now has the 1FM call team. I've been fortunate to be part of the last 3 seasons, very good friends over many years with Live 25 local fresh footy. By hand now to Jack Nayland, up towards the teeth of goal, and it's taken through for a rush behind. Conceded well there by the Bears Lagoon Serpentine defence. So that takes Bridgewater to 4 goals 4, and it's 1 goal 2 Bears Lagoon Serpentine on Live 25 local fresh footy, thanks to score sponsor Parsons Towings.
Just going to go straight down the middle off the kick in here. It's a big long ball. Carries over the back, which might work out further forward. It's collected on the bounce there by Gadsden. Gadsden then worked it, but it's turned over for the Bears. Now Bridgewater can merge their way through the middle. Walsh has got it. Handball forward. Got it back to Walsh off a 1-2, which came from Bowden Alexander. It's a nice ball inside forward 50. That's the run and dash that Xavier Walsh brings to the side. And a nice kick inside forward 50. Mark taken 45 metres out directly in front of goal. It'll take his best effort though, especially in these blustery conditions. And it is in the hands of Oscar McKinley. Of course, the older brother of the younger Harry McKinley, is the captain of today's side for Bridgewater. So Oscar from 45, well, he's put it straight over the goal umpires. No worries at all for him. And they increase their lead through the Mean Machine. They now have got 5 goals 4 to 1 goal 2 in favour of the Bears Lagoon. Well, it is Bridgewater. They're starting to get a big lead on this game. Score sponsor Aussie Disposals. 525 level 40.
Yes, we did mention pre-game that the youthful speed of the Bridgewater Mean Machine might be able to cut Bears Lagoon Serp up, and that was certainly evident there in that passage of play with Bowden Alexander and Walsh certainly sharing the football around. It was great to see they continued to run and they left their Serpentine opponents in their wake.
Whether you're listening in your car here at the footy, or in the shed at home, or by the lot and having a fish on this Saturday afternoon, we're delighted to have you with us. Live 25 local fresh footy. Very close to quarter time. It's Bridgewater 5-4-34 to Bears Lagoon Serpentine 1-8. We're about to resume proceedings in the centre. It took an eternity for the football to come back after that last Oscar McKinley goal. Ball is thrown up. It's palmed down by Hamish Terrell. Whistle has been blown. Centre square infringement, and it will go to Farron Priest for Bears Lagoon Serpentine. So he'll look to kick off that familiar left boot. Got a couple of people calling through it. One of them is Harry Gadsden out wide. That option was ignored. Instead it went more direct towards Mellington. Joseph Mays has been superb this opening term. Intercepts for Bridgewater. Gives it by hand to Xavier Walsh. Off then to Luke Allings across half-back. He gets it back with the old 1-2 to Luke Allings. Combines over the top with James Norton. He'll look to go to Walsh. Kick up towards centre wing. Searching for Oliver Muggleton. Ball fist away from him. Serpentine re-obtains the football. For how long? They do well. They get it to Charlie Gadsden. Gadsden's hand pass goes forward. Misses Nash Kemp. It's on the outer side. Jack Nayland for Bridgewater. Well, I thought he was caught high, but in fact he was the infringer. He gave away the free kick, and Bears Lagoon Serpentine will take it on the outer side here at the Bridgewater Recreation Reserve.
I think Jack Nayland thought he was the one receiving the free kick as well. He took an eternity to get the ball up there. They'll send it inside forward 50 the Bears. Mellington comes charging out, diving in front, spills out to James Bailey, sends it back to the hot spot, bounces through. Bridgewater might have the numbers here. Then Derek picks it up. Handball, turnover. It's going to be a snap around the body on towards goal, which come from Justin Laird, and he puts it through for a minus score. So Bears have got 1 goal, 3 to 5, 4, 34. It's all Bridgewater at the moment.
Jack Simons to Luke Allings. In the back pocket and around the long sleeves, it's Joseph Mays, who's had a lot of it in this opening quarter of footy. Goes long down the line, Harry McKinley, one of the intended targets. Oliver Muggleton gets it too, and he goes with the long left football up towards centre wing, but it's been chopped off. And Darcy Hawkish exhibited courage there to intercept the Bears Lagoon Serpentine. They switch here, and on the outer side it's Callum Draper who receives. And they just hit the pause button here to Bears Lagoon Serpentine. Down the line, foot pass, superb. He's found Luke Crawford, centre wing, club room side. So they're starting to show some promise of recent minutes, and they hit the ground running as they send it to half forward. The intended target, Justin Lee, ball is away with him, from low, and inside kick by James Bailey, who goes now up towards the tip of the goal square. Mellington is lurking. He's one out. He goes one way, then the other. He got himself into a bit of bother. It'll be intercepted by Jack Nayland. He gives it off quickly towards Bowden Alexander. He goes by hand, Jack Simons, and they should be out here through Darcy Wood, the V machine.
So Wood gets it, runs 5 metres, and then just bangs it down the far side wing. It bounces up in front of McKinley. They're happy to see it right towards the boundary line, which is where both teams will be quite happy to have the ball over there for a boundary showing. Not too much possession or play going on the far side of the ground here along this wing today.
No, it seems to all be on the outer side today, Cam. The wind over that way would help you kick into the scoreboard end, would help you with your passage towards goal.
Forward, it comes out. Now Bridgewater will send it up towards centre half forward, but a defensive mark will be taken there by Hancock. So Hancock has it. He then chips even shorter, barely the required distance, but he finds a teammate that they're struggling to find much movement up the ground, forcing around in defence.
Ryan Prendergrass has the football, and he goes back to Tyler Miles, who's had a lot of it in this opening quarter of footy too. Foot pass was good for Julian Mile, received on the half volley, goes across the ground, open for Josh Tate. Missed away by Lucky Sharp. This is dangerous. I can sense a goal coming. Hand pass came to Tom McKinley. He goes across the face though, and he has missed it. And in fact, no score as the quarter-time siren sounds. 5-4, 34 Bridgewater. Bears Lagoon Serpentine, a 139. On Live 25 local fresh footy, we're about to get underway, and the ball will be thrown up in the centre. So Nathan Twigg will go up in the ruck contest for Bears Lagoon Serpentine. He fists it down. No clear winner in that ruck contest. We'll have another ball up. So it's messy at the moment. Kick comes out of the centre towards half forward. Opportunity beckons for Luke Allings. He goes after it. He can't quite get the football. Going after it also is Bowden Alexander. He does well. By hand, he goes to Nathan Twigg. Hand pass goes out wide. He's got it to Nick Norton. Kick inside, attacking 50 now. Comes from Nash Kemp. In towards the pocket. Mallington goes after it for Bears Lagoon Serpentine. Very close to the goal line here at the moment. Is it through? Has it been soccered from the goal line? It has. A terrific effort there by Bears Lagoon Serpentine. And they've got the first goal of this second term. And that certainly gives them a bit of a boost, Norm Jenkin, on Live 25 local fresh footy.
Yes, it does. Just trying to pick up who kicked the goal for the listeners out there. But better standard of play there from the Bears Lagoon Serpentine. They were more sure with their possession gathering then, got the ball forward, and a scrimmage in the goal square. Excellent chance by the Bears Lagoon Serpentine forward, who just doesn't want to turn around. He's walking out to face us. I'll get that to you shortly.
Back in the middle we go. Laird wins out the handball out to Draper. Draper's on the wing. He sends a low ball inside forward 50, comes off hands. Picking it up in there will be Gadsden. That's Harry Gadsden. He's taking straight away an attack underneath the scoreboard. We'll have a boundary throw in. Ball up, I should say.
Avery Brom with that last goal for Bears Lagoon Serpentine.
Yeah, I think you're right there. Number 20, he's just turned around.
Inside the forward pocket here. The free kick being pulled out, and it's going the way of Bears Lagoon Serpentine. I don't know if an incorrect disposal, Norm, but it's a chance for Harry Gadsden, who will line him up. He's 40 metres out this time. He missed one from 10 metres out. Not much of an angle in the first quarter, so a chance for him to redeem himself here. Certainly looks like he's going through the routine a little bit more this time than what he did with his last shot at goal. Harry Gadsden, 15 in from the boundary, 40 out from goal, goes right to the goal line. It's no mark taken, big back fly. In fact, the mark has been taken. It was a big fly, and it might be players gone down pretty hard. I believe the umpire's paid the mark here.
Yes, he definitely marked it. He took it on his chest and took it to ground.
So it's Mellington that's taken the mark. It was a terrific grab in the goal square. Letting a little bit probably getting up from that, but he wastes no time bananaing it through for the goal. So Mellington's got 2, and Bears have now got 3. So they kicked 2 goals to start the quarter, and they are starting to come back into this one. They are now 3-3-21 to Bridgewater 5-4-34. Early stages of the second quarter. Score sponsor Parsons Towings in Castlemaine.
Yes, and that was a better effort by Harry Gadsden there. He got a chance, he got a shot at goal, he kept it on line, and it was Mellington up for that big grab. Brought it down to ground level before he landed on his knees, and I think that was the problem. He landed from up in the air, flat on his knees, and it sort of jarred the whole body.
Back in the centre, it's Nathan Twigg, who's up high. He palms it down beautifully to no one's direct advantage, however, so we'll have a stoppage and a ball up for the second time. Nathan Twigg, the second successive tap out is effective. He's tapped it down. Harry McKinley does well. He gets it out towards half back, up towards half forward, very close to the boundary line. In the arms of Charlie Platt. Intercepted though by Callum Draper. Hand pass goes off to Jeremy Hancock. He goes by hand again to Callum Draper. Up towards half forward, but it's been chopped off for the man machine. The quarter time score, it's Calder United 4-3-27 in the North Central Footy League over dominant 2 straight try.
The kick comes down the line, but it's 3-on-1. Laird forced the contest, but he hit the ground level where McKinley was standing. Now it spills out from the Bears. They can work it forward through Twig. Twig's handball to Draper. Draper then sends a kick down the line. Teammate just dropped the mark and probably should have taken, but he's able to recover it. He'll then get some space there. That's Brom. Brom will send it inside forward 50. Mellington out on a charge. Couldn't quite take the mark. Spills to ground. And a little bit of pressure here. Simon's just got the handball out in time. They're overrunning the ball a little bit here. It's in there again through Gadsden. And eventually we're going to receive the ball up now, right on the paint of the 50, directly in front of the end, which all the plays going at the moment. And it's the way that Bears Lagoon are attacking in this quarter.
It's Luke Allings who goes after it for the main machine, and tackled for Bears Lagoon Serpentine is Harry Gadsden. So we'll have a ball up 55 metres out from Serp's goal. Ball is thrown up. No one won it in the ruck contest. Charlie Gadsden snaps around his body. It's about 25 metres out from Serpentine's goal in defence. Then Derek gets the footy. He combines beautifully with Jack Simons. Across half back, they take it out up to centre wing. It's marked by Bowden Alexander, who chips over the top. He's searching for Alex Powell, and he's taken a good grab. He had 2 against him, attacking side of centre wing. Out the side, calling for it is Luke Allings. He wants it and heads in that direction. Lockie Sharp also in the vicinity. Free kick though.
50 metres.
Yes, I sensed it was a downfield free. What did you see, Norm Jack?
No, the umpire believed that the person cut across the mark as he went to kick.
So it's a free kick for the Bridgewater mean machine, and it looks like Alex Powell has the footy.
50 metres.
Yeah, not a free, a 50 metre.
That's right, so similar, as Powell has it about 50 metres out from goal. He'll kick off the right boot. It's across the face and just a behind. So live 25 local fresh footy, and here's Cameron Powell.
Yeah, just before you start, Cam, a positive in this start of this quarter for Lagoon Surf that they're more sure with their ball handling.
So Ross Turner brings the ball back in. He clears it out of defence, but it's going to be coming back as it hits the back of the pack through Sharp. Sends it into the hot spot, big fly, and there's a push. And, well, a bit of an unrealistic attempt and a push as well. So the free kick is going to Bowden Alexander, who's 40 out, almost directly in front. And the injury there for Lagoon with Farron Priest. Not sure he quite agreed with the decision there.
Well, he had nothing to complain about. He put two hands in the middle of the bloke's back. He went up, he got nowhere near the football and sent the opposition onto the ground.
So it'll be a shot for goal. Alexander, 45 out, pretty much directly in front. Not too much of a breeze to deal with at the moment. He comes in to stop a run of 3 Serpentine goals in a row. He sticks it to the right-hand side. It goes. So another minor for Bears Lagoon Serpentine. It'll be tap for Bridgewater. Sorry, it'll be Tyler Miles to bring the ball back into play.
He's got footy, assesses options, does Miles. Off the left boot, long to half back. It's a commanding kick. Lockie Sharp intercepts for the Mean Machine. Terrific tackle by Gadsden. Sharp also there to follow up with another tackle on the ball up. 5-6, 36 Bridgewater. Bears Lagoon Serpentine 3-3-21. Ball's thrown up, no one wins in the ruck contest. Going after it is Jackson Adlin for Surf. They get clearance now towards centre wing. Justin Lair does well. He's got support. Again, another turnover. On the outer side, the Mean Machine. Send it back towards half forward. Bowden Alexander had it fisted away by Orion Dowling. Terrific tackle by Lockie Sharp. And he creates an opportunity for the Mean Machine, who regains the footy. A penalty for holding the ball. So Sharp at half forward. Turns onto his left boot. He's searching for the man out in a good lead, Tom McKinley, who's got it about 40 metres out from goal on a slate.
Yes, as I said, in the first quarter when Lockie Sharp gets the ball inside the 50 or just outside, he'll wait till he can find a man on his own, and that's 3 times he's done it in his last 3 disposals.
Tom McKinley off the right boot, looks a bit wobbly, but the finish is good, and Bridgewater have their 6 goals, 6-42 the Mean Machine. Bears Lagoon Serpentine at 3-3-21. That's thanks to Don Smallgoods. Is Don good? Scoreboard sponsor on Live 25 local fresh food.
Yes, excellent bit of play by Lockie Sharp there. Lovely kick, pinpoint accuracy to Tom McKinley, and that goal was needed by Bridgewater because Bears Lagoon Serpentine had all the play to start this second quarter. They kicked 2 early goals and were right back in the game. That's put a little bit of pressure back on Bears Lagoon Serpentine now.
Back in the middle. Wasting no time throwing this ball up in the air. One down for Serpentine. Twig spills to the ground. The opposing 26 in there. McKinley again after the last goal. McKinley, I should say, picked that last one. So we'll be back in the middle. One down, trying to find a way through there was Nash Kemp. Spills out. Mass pack of players around this one. Eventually Bridgewater managed to find a handball out to an outlet runner. They'll send it up towards centre half forward. Coming out with his Powell, who's taken another strong grab. He's been good, Powell. He wastes no time. Wheels around onto the right, sends it in. Alley's got the fly, couldn't quite take it. Bears should have the numbers at the back of the pack, but Lockie Sharp, he just finds the way inside forward 50. He was up against 3, but he managed to crumb it and kick the goal. Put it through, 2 in a row to Bridgewater, and then lead is restored. They've now got 7. They have 7 goals, 6. And Bears Lagoon Serpentine are 3 goals, 3. So it is a big lead at the moment to Bridgewater. Don Smallgoods is Don is good score sponsor local. Live 25 local fresh footy.
Yes, excellent work by Lockie Sharp again there. In the initial stages of that contest, he was pushed forward out of the contest. He was able to gain possession of the ball again, put it on his boot in the middle of 3 Bears Lagoon Serpentine players and dribble it through.
Nathan Twig's been thrown into the ruck for this contest for Bears Lagoon Serpentine. He flies high, can't have it down though, nor could Terry for that matter. No one can get clean possession at ground level. Picking it up first is Oscar McKinley. His hand pass goes wide, searching for Darcy Wood, trickles out to Xavier Walsh. Walsh kick around the body, High hospital kick. Now it's inside 50 for Bears Lagoon. Serpentine. Ball comes toward Gladman. He leaves the footy behind. Ball's in dispute once more. 30 metres out from Serp's goal. Amazing tackle applied by Oscar McKinley in defence. And we'll have a ball up. 27 points is the lead to the home side, Bridgewater.
So he's throwing inside forward 50. And Miss Terry doing the ruck work now for Bridgewater now. Spills out. Flying kick out of the congestion, goes towards the top of the goal square. And they all dive on top of it for another ball up. Almost underneath the scoreboard, right hand forward pocket. Scoreboard end of the ground here at Bridgewater Recreation Reserve. Fine day for footy. Ball up. Straight to the contest, it spills out. Now Bridgewater can emerge with it. Kick comes out to Alex Powell, another strong mark from Powell. Taking a couple of those strong grabs now. He wheels around on the right, sends it up towards Sharp, who presents. He marks it on his chest. He wheels inside forward 50. Ellings is in a one-on-one here with Darcy Hawker. It's spilled to the back, and it'll be rolling and dribbling through a goal. Will be Charlie Clapp for Bridgewater. Terrific bit of crumb work from Charlie Clapp, and Bridgewater have just extended their lead. 33-21 is Bears Lagoon. They've now got 7 goals, 6 Bridgewater. Score sponsor Jason Westcott Builder. Local 5-25 fresh footy.
Yes, the most prominent forward on the ground in this quarter so far has been Alex Powell. He's leading up the ground, he's taking good marks. He wheeled around nicely then, found Lockie Sharp, and once again Lockie put it to the advantage of his teammates down forward. It unfortunately went over the top of Luke Ellings, but we found Charlie Clapp at the back of the pack was able to just roll one through out of the goal square.
Aiden Brom. So lots of changes in the ruck at the moment for Bears Lagoon. Serpentine, he's in this time against Terry. For Bears Lagoon Serpentine, Nash Kemp was first at it. He toe pokes it to his own advantage, then gets the hand pass out, but it's been stolen by Bridgewater. Free kick 2 for a hold, and it will go to the mean machine. He tried to run away, but there did Xavier Walsh and take the advantage, but it was in fact a free kick for Bears Lagoon Serpentine's Nash Kemp. So Kemp with the headband, kicks it inside 50, off hands, chance for Charlie Gadsden, his tackle, ball's wrapped up yet again, and another stoppage, about 45 out from Bears Lagoon Serpentine's goal.
Umpire throws the ball up in the air. Jack Nayland gone into the ruck there for Bridgewater. Spills to ground, and they're all on top of this one. Some minor appeals for a high tackle, nothing doing. 8 goals, 6 Bridgewater. 3-3 is Bears Lagoon. 33-point lead at the moment, but it could evaporate pretty quickly. Walsh emerges with the footy out of the contest, sends it up the line. Big fly came there from Muggleton. Couldn't take it, but it spills to the back. Now they're away. Bridgewater will send it inside forward 50. Ellings didn't quite get the bounce he was after. Hawker will track back after it for Serpentine, but the boundary line will win out. And we'll have it thrown in at the opposite end of the ground. The Bridgewater town end of the ground will be hard up against the boundary post. Left-hand forward pocket. To wait for the ball to be retrieved from the crowd.
Yes, that kick in from Alex Powell then, he used the outside of his right boot instead of trying to go straight towards goal, and it was a shocking kick forward.
3 goals to 2 have been kicked this term in favour of Bridgewater. Ball thrown back in, Lockie Sharp gets it at ground level. He takes the game on and runs out of bounds. In doing so, tremendous second pressure by Ross Turner, who's chasing from behind the boundary thrown. Right in front of our broadcast position. Live 25 local fresh footy. It's round 1 of the Loddon Valley Football League action in season 2025. Boundary throwing. Getting to it first was Darcy Hawker. He was put to ground. I was patient, let the play go on. Eventually blows his whistle and says, "Give it to me." We'll have a ball up.
We're going for a better spot to call the footy from right in front of us here. Broadcast position. Bridgewater end of the ground. Luckily, Ellings was strong. Didn't quite take the ball over the boundary line, so he balled up hard on the boundary. It's Orion Downing who was on top of it. Walker comes up to match on to Ellings. Tapped down. McKinley tries to find a way through. We'll have another ball up. Try for a third time. English Terry going up in the ruck here with Brom, the recruit for Serpentine from North Bendigo. On the signal, the umpire was trying to find where the two ruckmen were. It spills down. It just smothered there. Spills out now to Gadsden. Gadsden will then send a high kick down the line. It's going to go right up against the boundary line. The Breeze almost looking out of bounds on the full. But it comes off hands, and the player there is Gladman, and we'll get a boundary throw in true centre wing position.
That smothering ball a moment ago came by Justin Laird was impressive. I really enjoyed seeing that, and the many 1%ers that have been showcased so far in this round one contest. It's been a great opening half of footy. Laird takes it out of the ruck and spins it around off his right boot to half forward. And it's put out of bounds in front of a throng of fans enjoying a frothy or two at this Lagoon Valley Football League encounter. So good to be with you, so good to be back calling country footy for another year. We're delighted to be with you. The Bendigo Football League season starts next weekend. We'll be out at the QEO for Sandhurst and Castlemaine. The kick in from Justin Laird goes up towards the top of the goal square for Serpentine. Mallington is dangerous, he's dispossessed. Bridgewater gallant in defence. Joseph Mays helps to get it out. Kick though was smothered from Nick Norton. They still find a way, however, to get it out of the danger zone to the mean machine, and they're just saying, let's cool things down here a bit. Alex Powell shows some composure, goes up to half back and finds Nick Norton.
So Norton's got it, centre wing, looking to slow things down a little bit. And he finds a short pass on offer that he likes. Mark taken there. Should be a chance in the hands of Muggleton. From 60 from home, he sends it inside to Muggleton. It's 3-on-1, it spills to the back of the pack and it goes out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Right hand forward pocket. Here at the Bridgewater town end of the ground. It's a terrific day here for footy in Bridgewater. Round one of the Lagoon Valley Footy League. Throw in. One down. Hancock might have been taken without the footy. Spills to McKinley. McKinley then fires the handball backwards. It's a flying shot out of the pack. It's a terrific finish from Darcy Wood. But it was an even better handball from McKinley to hit him. And Wood kicks the goal. And Bridgewater are now skipping away to a very comfortable lead here at Bridgewater Recreation Reserve. They've now got 9 goals 6. And it is 3 goals 3 Serpentine, so a comfortable lead for Bridgewater. Score sponsor Jason Westcott Builder. Live 25 local fresh footy.
Yes, you summed that up nicely, Cam. It was an excellent handball from Harry McKinley to put Darcy Wood in space. Even though there was 3 or 4 Serpentine players around him, he was able to take one step steady, and he made no mistake with a lovely drop punt from 40 metres out.
Jack Milligan will be in the right contest for the mean machine against Nathan Twigg. Milligan and Twigg. Twigg won that battle. Straight down to Kemp, but it's crumbed by Alexander for the mean machine. Harry McKinley across half forward. Goes after it. Also there is Tom McKinley. He gets the footy now. Kick inside 50. Might be intercepted by Tyler Miles. He got there first and helped to knock it out of bounds off his shins. So we'll have a boundary throwing. It's in Bridgewater's attacking 50. Right forward flank, about 45 metres out from goal. 9 goals, 660. Leads 3-3, 21. Ball's thrown back in. Alexander, check side kick is good, and he's put it through. So Bowden Alexander with his first of the afternoon, he becomes at 8 individual goal scorers. Bit of a blue at the moment, 2-all, which you're watching closely. And it's another score. It's a bit messy at the moment. The umpires need to break it up though. So this is Live 25 local fresh footy. Score sponsor is Jason Westcott Builder, and it's Bridgewater 10-6 to Lagoon Serpentine 3-3.
And we've got a blood rule now. That's why the holding play. So umpire in the centre won't get the ball going, but the umpires found a blood rule in the forward line for Lockie Sharp heading off, and that was a little bit of frustration creeping in there from the Bears Lagoon Serpentine defenders, and I think it might have stemmed from a few of the Bridgewater players letting them know that they were well and truly on top.
Yeah, there's certainly some questions, but they are good enough to respond with some answers here, Serpentine. Do it in the second half though, because it is now a very comfortable lead, which sits at 45 points. Certainly not what I was expecting when I was coming here with these two sides today. Ball up in the middle, hits the bottom of the pack again for a re-ball up. We'll do it all again. There is Bo Alexander. He's worked hard in there. One down by Twig. Picked up there by Powell, who's just so clean by hands. Fed off the handball to a teammate. That's McKinley. Sends it inside forward 50 trailer miles. Read it best for the Bears. Takes the intercept mark. Quickly plays on. Finds James Bailey. Bailey then wheels around. It's a short pass which barely went the distance to Nash Kemp. I think it might have fallen short anyway. Turnover. Alexander inside forward 50. Hard out on the lead. Oscar McKinley marks it on his chest. 35 metres out. Not too much of an angle to deal with. Slightly to the right of goal. But they've been kicking on from here so far today, and a player of his quality, Oscar McKinley, has already got one. We'll go back and line them up to make it a 49-point lead.
Yeah, so we just saw then the difference between the two sides. Bridgewater so sure by hand and foot, whereas Serpentine have struggled to keep the ball in their possession.
So McKinley comes in, starts it across the face, and it just didn't come back at all. On a minor score, so we'll let off there. They now move along. It's a 44-point lead in favour of Bridgewater.
Baron Priest has the kicking duties. The serve, a penetrating left foot kick. I like the look of it. It goes about 65 metres. It was excellent. Straight to Luke Crawford. He's got it in the front of our broadcast position. The Bridgewater Recreation Reserve. Crawford, kick. There's about 20 around this marking contest. Front position, Charlie Gadsden, hoping to rope, unable to do so. Just too many around him to give him a good opportunity to have a crack at the footy. And so we have to have a ball up. That's the result, right in front of the club rooms. It's thrown up. It's picked out of the ruck contest by Nathan Twig. The tackling is tremendous from both sides, shown there by Ben Derrick of Bridgewater, and the result is another ball up. Wing position. Knocked down. Here's a chance for Serpentine through Julian Nihil. He gets a bit of space, sends it up towards forward 50. And then he was able to recover. Sends it inside. Mellington hard on the lead. Marks one on his chest. 25 to 30 metres out. Not too much of an angle to deal with, but this is a much needed shot. He plays on around the body and snaps through the goal. There's Mellington. No one on the goal line. So he's able to finish with his third and a much needed goal for Serpentine. They're now 4 goals, 3. And it is all Bridgewater though. They are 10 goals, 7 leading this one. Score sponsor Jason Westcott, builder local footy lives at Fresh Bendigo.
And we haven't seen enough of that from the Bears Lagoon Serpentine side today. Doolan Niall, he got the ball, 2 bounces, got out in the open. He put the ball out in front of Josh Mellington, took an easy chest mark, went back, sized it up, lovely left foot round the corner, through for a goal. And that's what Bears Lagoon have got to do. They've got to get hold of that ball first up, hold on to it and keep possession. But they've keep coughing it up. The Bridgewater pressure's been immense.
Nathan Twig taps it down, giving after it is Priest. Okay, use the ball. Have the ball up. Live 25 local fresh footy. Cameron Power, Father Jackson Saunders, Norm Jenkins, and John Hunter, the call team, with Glenn Gordon back in the studio. Twig fists it down decisively. Great work by Alex Power. Showed sheer strength. Gave it over the top to Allings. This is a promising passage to play. It may bounce through for a goal. Spectacular! And that's why he was a fancy recruit, Luke Allings from Kangaroo Flat. And they come around and celebrate from left, right and centre. Luke Allings with his first of the afternoon. And that's 11-7-83 the score now. And Bears Lagoon Serpentine 4-3-27, thanks to score sponsor Bendigo City Frames.
Yeah, it was great to see that Luke then acknowledged where that came from. It was all Alex Powell through the centre. Once again, first grab, a lovely kick forward over the top to let Luke run onto, and a quick answer, which is what Bridgewater wanted.
Been terrific today as Powell. Free kick's being pulled out of the middle here. It's going to go the way of Serpentine. Looks like it will be given to Nihil. No, in fact, it's been given to Twig. It was been a ruck infringement. So Nihil gets out of the way. Twig will receive the free kick. He'll send it up towards centre half forward. No mark taken. Spills to the back. It's picked up by Nihil. Handball over towards James Bailey. Couldn't quite take it. Nailing in there for Bridgewater. And another ball up right on the plane of 50 for there's Lagoon.
Lots still here. Bumper crowd today. Not a surprise given the beautiful conditions. Alexander Denaylon appears to up back. Stolen, however, by the Bears Lagoon Serpentine Ross Turner, who kicks it up to centre half forward. Farron Priest, a terrific overhead grab, 60 metres out from goal. This looks promising. He's looking for Josh Mallington, and it was promising from the get-go. And Josh Mallington, who has kicked 3 of the 4 goals for Bears Lagoon Serpentine, I sense is going to do what he did with his last shot of goal. He'll open up the angle. It's a new trend, not the conventional drop punt, but it's also the snap around the body. This time it fails for him miserably and through Fort just behind. 4-4 Serp, Bridgewater 11-7 live, 25 local fresh footy thanks to score sponsor Parsons Tums.
Jack Simons to bring the ball back into play. I think he's done a pretty good job today on Mallington. One of his chances he's had to create have been pretty tough chances, so he'll chip the short pass out of defence. Finds a teammate underneath the scoreboard. They'll then send it down. That was from Darcy Ferguson. Good strong mark taken coming over. He's been magnificent with his hands today.
There was a shifting out of the contest.
So a free kick against, thanks Norm Jenkins. Nathan Twig gets the free kick. It's disappointing because it was quite a good mark at the end. Twig tries to step around the man on the mark and then he fends him off, which was Powell. He sends it inside forward 50 to the hot spot. No mark taken, spills to ground. Going through there was Ferguson again. He couldn't quite get through. And no Panthers creative will have a ball up inside forward 50 for Bears Lagoon.
A cheerio to John Russell, who's tuned into live 25 local fresh footy this afternoon. A mad Serp fan. And out of the ruck contest to kick around the body from Harry Gadsden. Manages just a behind. Another opportunity goes begging. So I hope you're enjoying the broadcast this afternoon. The North Central, the Maryborough Castlemaine Footy Leagues also begin today. It's Bears Lagoon Serpentine, 4-5-29 to Bridgewater, 11 goals set.
Kick into play. Ellings takes the mark, chips the short pass over for the forward in the hands of Darcy Wood. Wood goes with an even shorter pass back to Ellings again. He's been everywhere today, Sneak Ellings, having a magnificent game. What a recruit he's going to turn out to be for Bridgewater. Kick down the line again was good. Coming out, that was Milligan. Had to take it on the second attempt, then he trimmed it back into the middle. Turnover. Now they're away. Inside forward 50 to the Bears. Good little pass inside come there from Adelman. And a mark or a free kick, take your pick, is going the way of Bears Lagoon Serpentine. And it is Luke Crawford, who's a new recruit to Bears Lagoon. Come from Sandhurst, where he played a lot of reserves footy for the Dragons. 40 metres out. Not too much of an angle to deal with, slightly to the left of goal. But to say it is a much needed goal if he can kick it. His side is trailing. And Luke Crawford step up and kick a big goal late in the second quarter. He comes in on the right, sends it goalwards, starts it slightly to the left, and it stays that way, minus score. So they now move to 4-6-30. Bridgewater 11 goals set.
Like 25 local fresh footy. Simons with the kicking. The back pocket, Joseph Mays. I've liked his game today. Calling for it is Darcy Ferguson. Instead, Mays elects to go across the ground. And they're still inside the defensive 50. Being ball by Alex Tower. It's half back. It's on the outer side. Nayland. He goes to half forward. Calling for it was Oliver Muggleton. Sharp now in the vicinity. He gets the footy. He'll look to kick it inside 50. A one-on-one contest beckons. Oscar McKinley was brilliant. He just read the flight of the ball perfectly, used his body well, and Oscar McKinley, who has already kicked one, that came late in the opening quarter, now has a chance to shoot for his second late in this second term as Half-time approaches imminently. It certainly has been. They've kicked 6 goals to 3 in this term so far, the Mean Machine. This for their 7th, courtesy of Oscar McKinley. He looked good, and he's never looked like this. 12-7 is the scoreline for Bridgewater. Serpentine are 4 goals to 6. That's thanks to Bendigo City Framers, score sponsor, Live 25, local fresh food.
Yes, and after his time off to get patched up, Lockie Sharp back on the ground, and he beat 2 Serpentine opponents then, and a lovely kick forward, put it to the advantage of his full forward, who made no mistake. A lovely nudge out, which you're allowed to use with your forearms, and a good mark by Oscar McKinley there, and a lovely kick at goal.
Back to the middle we go. 49-point lead to Bridgewater. Trying to find a way through there. Was unable to do so with Bowden Alexander. So we'll have a repeat ball up. One down by Twig, sent it forward. Coming out, couldn't quite take it cleanly, but it spills out through Adelman. At centre half forward are the Bears. They'll send it inside forward 50, but coming out, Nayland takes the ball. He then fires out a handball. Now they can use the runners. Back to Nayland. Nayland handballs further forward. This is good link up play. Darcy Wood's got it. Wood's handball over the top to a teammate who's kicked just in before it hit its target. Brom gets it. Handballs towards the boundary line. Turned over. Bridgewater keep it alive. Inside forward 50 they go. And Lockie Sharp beaten in a one-on-one contest. And intercept mark taken by Serpentine's Josh Tague. That was good use of the body by Tague.
Local Cam Tag across half back. There's the Lagoon Serpentine up to the boundary line. If the kick, Bridgewater have the numbers. Might affect the spoil. In fact, they can do better and take the intercepting grab. Alex Powell does exactly that. He's got it 2 kicks out from goal. Outer side, very close to half-time. Long high kick. It's hoisted up to about 25 metres out from goal. Oscar McKinley gets to the back of the pack, but he's like a glove by Darcy Hawker. So we'll have the ball up 25 metres out from the Mean Machine's goal. Ball is thrown up about 25 around this contest. Laird gets the interception and the clearing kick up towards half-back. Now up to centre wing with the bounce. And trackling after the football is James Bailey. He works it to half-forward as the siren sounds from the major break. It's Bridgewater 12-7 to Bears Lagoon Serpentine 4-6.
Yes, very, very impressive looking Bridgewater Recreation Reserve. Here's Jackson Simmons.
Jack Milligan will be in the right contest for Bridgewater. They lead 12-7 to Bears Lagoon Serpentine 4-6 as we begin this third term. There've been long quarters. That second term went for some 34 minutes.
We're waiting for him.
So just a bit of a hold up and fresh footy. Ball to be thrown up. Back in the centre. And we're underway in the second half in this round 1 Loddon Valley Football League contest. Nathan Twig taps it down. Harry McKinley. Also there is Ellings. And we'll have another ball up. Still inside the centre square. Good to be with you on this Saturday afternoon. It's pulled down a bit. Breeze has picked up a bit too in this third term. About 20 players around this contest, so it's scrappy. Nathan Twig, though, got it out, but there was a free kick for him in danger. And so it will be taken by the Bears in the middle of the ground. The kick will come out from Laird. Long. He sends it deep. Mallington one out. He had it fisted away. Great defensive work by Jack Simons. Mallington is frustrated. Here's a chance for the Bears. Mays, though, gets in the way. Jack Nayland was terrific. He'll help to clear. And they're out here across half-back through Luke Allings.
They are. Allings has a bounce. He accelerates away, sends it down the wing. Coming out, taking the mark on his chest there will be Norton for Bridgewater. Norton then quickly moves it on, but the kick was poor. It's turned over. Nathan Twig marks for Bridgewater. So Twig has it, centre wing position. Half-time score in the Maryborough Castlemaine League. Harrisburg 6-2-38, leading Denali 2-1-13.
Towards half-forward for Serp. Good defensive spoil from Oliver Watt, the Mean Machine. He has support there from Darcy Wood. I've liked his game today. Inside, back towards Wood, and now to Harry McKinley. They combine well. Allings on the outer side to half-forward Sharp receives. 2 kicks out from goal. an option that presents himself to him is ignored. Instead he heads down the boundary line, and that's a good foot pass straight onto the chest of Oscar McKinley, who's kicked 2 goals in this game. He likes having a shot at goal, and he often backs himself, and I sense is tempted to do so here, even though he's hard up against the boundary line. He'll wait and assess various opportunities to dish it off, but I don't think he wants any of them. He's backing himself, Oscar McKinley. Awkward side for a left footer. It's going to fall short at the tip of the goal square, and a great defensive grab has been taken by Nathan Twigg, who was the big man, got back to lend a hand.
Twigg does well. He fires the kick out wide. Mark taken on the far side of the ground here. Priest for Serpentine. They come in board. Mark taken there by Charlie Gadsden. Charlie Gadsden will come down the broadcast side wing, and he'll find Hancock. It just kept bouncing a little bit awkwardly for Hancock, and he overran the ball a little bit. It's turned over by Clapp. Charlie Clapp sends it inside forward 50 for Bridgewater. Offhand, sharp working at the front of the contest. Couldn't quite take it. It spills out to Alex Powell. Powell hard up against the boundary line. Went for the miraculous. And he kicked out of bounds on the full, so it'll be a penalty free kick, and the ball will come back the other way for there's Lagoon Serpentine.
LVFNL netting the Oliver 12-6-78, Trentham 4-5-29.
Baron Priest will take the free kick after it went out of bounds on the full on the attack for Bridgewater. Priest for the Bears, looks for Twigg, had it this away from him, Laird there also. At ground level, Eric Gadsden up towards centre wing, looking for John Nile, ball this away from him. Good dance work from Darcy Wood, combines well with Oliver White to centre wing, covering side. Nick Norton sends it to half forward, inside attacking 50. Sharp takes the game on, goes by hand to Charlie Clapp. His kick one, he unselfishly puts it to the central position, and Luke Allings, who has started brilliantly at his new club, began last year at Kangaroo Flat, has the chance to kick from 40 metres out directly in front. And Norm, 29 disposals he averaged last year for Kangaroo Flat and 6 clearances a game, a fine player.
Yes, he's certainly continuing on that form this year. Half time, North Central Donald 2 goals, Calder United 11-12.
Luke Allings puts it straight through the middle, never looked like missing, so Allings helps Bridgewater go to 13 goals 7. The Bears are 4-6. Score sponsor, Don's Small Goods is Don, is good. Live 25, local fresh footy.
I noticed in the lead up to that forward entry by Bridgewater that Darcy Wood, you mentioned nice stepping, but he went down holding his hamstring after he got rid of that football. So it'll be a watch to see whether Darcy's all right or whether he's had to go off. He's currently off walking up and down the boundary, not looking a happy fellow, so he may get back on. They're working on the leg, we'll have to see.
Can I come back to that last contest in the forward line? Hamilton kind of was more worried about the umpire than a repeat ball that nearly could have ended up back to where he was for a second. Yeah, he was too busy arguing with the umpire.
And there was nothing wrong with it. I mean, he went up, nearly took a chest mark, fell on the ground, but didn't hold on.
You just got to play the whistle sometimes, normally when there's a repeat ball inside forward 50 like that. Just kind of hurts your teammates a little bit there. So we'll finally get the play resumed back in the middle here. Free kick's being called out of the contest. It will be Priest that receives it for the Bears. He'll send it inside forward 50, looking for the hands there of Crawford. Couldn't take it, but it spills to the front of the pack. It'll be a flying shot on goal, which will come from Jackson Adelman. Bridgewater will bring the ball back to the play. They'll chip the short pass to Darcy Ferguson.
He received it from Jack Simons. Ferguson with the bullet. Hugs the boundary line with the kick. He was hoping for Nick Norton, who gave away a free kick. He pushed his opponent. Draper in the back. Draper inside. It's received by Justin Laird. Off the right boot, searching for Mellington. 2 against him. Got hands to it. Tries to follow up. Plays for the free kick. Umpire has none of it. And we'll have the ball up 20 metres out from the goal line for the Bears, perhaps slightly closer, right forward pocket. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Live 25, local fresh footy.
So throw in, Mellington takes the ball out of the ruck, snaps it over his shoulder, and I think he's kicked the goal. Great work, Josh Mellington. He just used his size and his body to his advantage. He kicks his 4th goal of the game. and it's only the 5th goal of the game for Serpentine. They're now 5-7-37, Bears Lagoon, Bridgewater 13-7-85. Score sponsor, Aussie Disposables.
Yes, that's a Tom Hawkins-like throwing there, where Hawkins used to love when it gets in the forward line to out-position ruckman and take the ball and kick a goal. And Mellington, excellent work there. And he's just pointing out to the runner what should be done, and I think he's right on numerous occasions. And they should be moving the ball quick, but they're not able to.
It's a 58-point lead to Bridgewater. Back in the centre, it's Hamish Terry who taps it down to Bridgewater. Luke Allings has his head on the football bravely. Spills it out to Ben Derrick, another good tackle by and no stoppage. So a ball up, 13-7, plays 5-7. Good to be with you on this Saturday afternoon. After it is Nash Kemp for the Bears. Field umpire Dean Goodrich eventually says, give it to me. We'll have another ball up. We'll see if you can clear it, Cam, here at the Bridgewater Recreation Reserve.
There's certainly been a lot of stoppages in this game, probably hence why we had such a big, long first 2 quarters. Allings won the ball in the contest, fired the handball backwards out to Bowden Alexander. He sends a bouncing ball up towards centre half forward. They couldn't quite trap it. It'll then fire out. Draper's in there for Bears Lagoon. They couldn't quite take it. It spills out now. Here's a chance. It'll be taken away by Oscar McKinley. McKinley was composed. He finds Sharp. Sharp quickly wheels around. Onto the left. Lockie Sharp goes goalwards. And he puts through an absolute ripper. Lockie Sharp, the presence just to continually move and then drill the goal on the run on his left. And Bridgewater increased their lead. They are now 14-7-91. There's the move, 5-7-37. Score sponsor, Jason Westcott Builder.
Once again, that was good work by Oscar McKinley. He was able to keep his feet in the contest. A lovely pass to Sharp. Took the mark on the run. He left the Bears Lagoon Serpentine defender standing on the mark, and he just continued on and left foot, lovely shot at goal. We're getting it from both ends. Mellington one end, Sharp the other.
Terry and Twig taps it down. Whistle blown, centre square imprisoned. Perhaps it is. It will go the way of the Bears. The recipient is Doolan Nile, who's got it for the Bears. He goes down the corridor looking for Laird. Allings got back once more. The crump is collected. It is. The penalty for holding the ball apart on Lord. Bit stiff perhaps. Free kick Bears inside 50. Mellington one out. Used his strength. Too good. He just pushed in a legal manner out of the marking contest his opponent Jack Simons. Now Mellington opens up the angle, snaps and gets his 5th goal of this contest. He's kicked 2 in the opening 11 minutes of this 3rd quarter, and they are up and about at the moment. Norm Jenkins on Live 25 local fresh footy.
Well, they are, and as I said at half time, they had to get the ball in long and give Mellington one out opportunities. They've done this quarter. He certainly made the most of it. That's the 3rd chance. One mark he dropped, the other 2 he's taken and kicked goals, and that's Serp's way home now. They've got to be sure with the football, get it in quick, get it in long, and let Mellington do the work.
Bridgewater 14-7-91 to the Bears 6-7-43. Score sponsor Parsons Tunnels.
In the middle we go, and they try and string a couple of goals back to back here. Clearance for Bridgewater. Handball forward. Paddling ball for Xavier Walsh. Couldn't quite take it. He was taken in the tackle, which was a strong tackle from Kemp. Now they forced the turnover. Trying to find a way through. Was collected high. And a kick here. So they'll send it up towards centre half forward to Bears Lagoon. No mark taken. Coming through Bridgewater. And here they just got the option out wide to Ollie Watt, who finds some space, and the big fella goes on some running boots. Those bright orange boots are gliding across the turf here at Bridgewater. They've worked it up to centre half forward. Allings gets out the back. Allings takes the bounce. Allings will go goalwards. And Luke Allings puts it across the face. Such a good build-up for a disappointing finish for Luke Allings, but he's having a terrific game. 14 goals, 8 now Bridgewater, 6 goals, 7 Bears Lagoon.
Ross Turner to bring the ball back into play. Bears, Live 25 local fresh footy. Turner opts to play on, goes to half-back for Twig. A great lead and a wonderful kick. Perfectly placed to him. The next link in the chain is Justin Laird, he hopes, but he's ignored. Instead they go longer, searching for Luke Crawford, ball fisted away from him. Drive it to half forward. It's a bit messy at the moment, but scrappy. Surely free kick for a high tackle, maybe downfield. Mellington was calling for it, but the Bears player was dealt with harshly across half forward. So we'll have a free kick. It will be downfield. Now Mellington wants to take it, but I think it may have to go to Farron Priest. It does, so he's going to put him out. Not quite sure how to analyse that and the thought process of it all, but for the Bears, they're just happy that they've got a shot at goal.
Yes, I think Priest ran to the area a bit quick because Mellington was the closest when the ball landed, when the decision was made.
Farron Priest,
So you should have ran the other way.
Yes.
could be the third goal kicker for the Bears this afternoon. He's put it across the face and just went behind. So 6-8. 44 the Bears, Bridgewater 14 goals, 791. Score sponsor Aussie Disposals Live 25 both fresh wins.
The big lift for Bears Lagoon Serpentine News Quarters being Charlie Jackson starting to get plenty of football.
Simons brings the short pass in. Almost to that third. Joseph Mays. Hard up against the boundary. Right hand forward pocket. Bridgewater down into the ground. Just sending a high ball down the line. Big pack will fly, no one able to take it. Draper at the top of the ball couldn't quite pick it up, but it then spills. Taken by Bowden Alexander. He puts a little kick forward and it was partially smothered over the boundary line for a throw in. Through centre wing, broadcast side of the ground, in front of the pavilion here at Bridgewater. Big crowd in attendance on a good day. Throw in. Hands down. No clean possession in there. Walsh went through it for Bridgewater. It's spilt out. Now going through there was Powell. He couldn't quite take it quick cleanly. It was actually Darcy Wood, I should say. And hits the bottom of the pack with Bowden Alexander's on the bottom.
Ball is thrown up, no one can get hands to the right. Free kick for Holt, and it goes the way of the Bears and Aiden Brome. So Brome, high ball, looking for Mellington, did well. And either way, he was going to have a shot at goal because he did take the mark, Mellington, but there was also a free kick for a Holt there against Simon. So Mellington is having a bit of a day out from an individual perspective. He's snapped and he's got his 6th goal. In this term, he's kicked 3. So he's certainly giving it his all. 16 minutes gone in this third term of footy. 7-8-50 the Bears. Bridgewater 14-7-91. Score sponsor Jason Westcott Builder.
Yes, as I keep saying, get the ball into Mellington quick. Easy chest mark there, and I love the way he goes around his preparation to get ready to kick around the corner. Kicks everyone around the corner, even if he's straight in front, and he's certainly got that down pat, and he's starting to show why he was such a prolific goal scorer early last year.
So a little bit of a purple patch here for the Bears. It's sent inside forward 50 from Laird. No mark taken there from Crawford, but he got to the front, forced the ball to ground. And they're just starting to lift the pressure a little bit here now, Bears Lagoon. Can they get a couple of quick goals in a row and get themselves back in this contest? Ball at centre half forward will be balled up. Crawford provided a good contest there. Called for that at half time. It looks like it's what we've got so far. Free kick in there, going the way of Serpentine for a hold in the ruck contest. And now here's Crawford's chance to go back. He quickly plays on and flying across the face. He actually handballed it off. The following shot which came from Farron Priest. Minus score. So they now move to 7 goals, 9-51. Trailing this game by 41.
Jack Simons has an option in Darcy Wood. Right, broadcast position. It's gone out of bounds. Right in front of our broadcast trap. And I think you can have the first touch of the afternoon if you so desire.
We're going to be able to get down there and get back up.
We're looking for a good Samaritan to pick it up. It's right underneath our truck there. It is indeed. There we go. All right, for the centre of the Blues. Will be thrown back in. Well, I think it's going to need a too clear there, guys. Ball's thrown back in. Here's a chance for the Bears. A chance for James Bailey. And free kick for a high tackle. It was over the shoulder. At the bottom of the pack was James Bailey.
I reckon the Serpentine players talked the umpire to that one. He sends it inside forward 50. Big fly from Gladman. Couldn't quite bring it down. But he lays the tackle off ground level there. And, well, they've got to be in trouble here because a few players in the start got call from the balls out. It'll be a shot right to the top of the square for the one-on-one, which came from Laird. Good defence from Simons. It's then knocked towards the boundary line. I think Simons will be pretty happy to see that one over, and he was. Good there from Laird, as you called for, Norm, to get it to the one-on-one contest involving Wellington.
Yes, and it was good work there by Jack Simons, though, to out-muscle Wellington in that contest.
The Bears have won this 10-3-2 so far. We've gone 19 minutes in this quarter. Allings in defence, gets the clearance. Doesn't go out of the defensive zone though. It doesn't. Free kick for a push in the back. Free kick Bears. And there's the one you called there, Cam. He will take this free kick. I've really liked his game. Justin Laird. And he's on the right side for a left footer. They're giving some spirit in this third quarter of footy are the Bears. So Mellington has kicked 3 unanswered goals in this quarter. Now Laird for a chance for the Bears, 4th in this term. Looks good, does not fail, and straight through. 8 goals, 56. The Bears Lagoon Serpentine, thanks to Laird with that goal. And Bridgewater, 14 goals, 8, 92. Score sponsor. Bendigo City Framers, Live 25, local fresh footy is an object.
Yes, and that was better work from Bears Lagoon Serpentine there. They got the ball in quick. Yes, it rebounded, but Laird was in the right position, and he well and truly earned the free kick and deserved the free kick.
4 goals won this quarter to 1 goal won, so it's a much better quarter from Serpentine, and they're slowly creeping their way back into this game. It's a high ball coming from the clearance. And a good punch coming there to knock it towards the boundary line from Darcy Wood. So they are in this game now. It only sits at 6 goals. And Norm Jenkin, you just feel like if they can whittle maybe 1 or 2 more goals off this quarter and get it back to within 3 or 4 goals at 3/4 time, they're right in this contest.
They've got to be back to at least 4.
So throw in, off the boundary throw in. Handball came out wide, found its way to Draper. It was good work from Priest in there, but his kick will be turned over and did not take it out. Darcy Wood, who's calling for a little bit of slowness, and then he chips the short pass, which is rather quick, to Harry McKinley. McKinley into the middle of the ground. His kick didn't quite find its target, but able to work it forward still. Come out wide, handball there, which come from Bowden Alexander. They've gone backwards to go forward here though, the mean machine. Now they've got themselves into all sorts of pressure, and game tackling from the Serpentine players is not rewarded for holding the ball. Umpire crosses his arms and said, I'll have it 60 metres out from goal. But Serpentine are making a charge here, Jackson.
They are 21 minutes gone in this third quarter. At ground level, chance for Nayland. Snaps around his body up to centre half forward, Lockie Sharp. And the intercepting grab has been taken across half back for Serpentine. Ross Turner helps to set up this passage of play. So the Bears inside the centre square. Turner opts to go wide. There's a player loose on the outer side. So
the Bridgewater player down in the middle of the ground.
They've got it to both hands. He's got the footy. So half forward with the kick. And it's an accurate ball. It's found Andrew Gladman. He wastes no time. Hoists the kick long. But Bridgewater have got numbers back. And that was impressive by Oliver White. He flew high. And it was beautiful to watch. And an elegant grab. Bridgewater with the footy in the fence.
Harry McKinley's still down in the middle of the ground. It looks like he's
Yes, he
got trains to him now.
He got a kick in the shin in that last exchange. It was just 2 players that legs that collided.
It looks rather poppy as he slowly gets up and heads towards the boundary line. Let's hope for his sake it's nothing too serious. Serpentine have turned the ball over. They'll send it back inside for 50. Coming from behind, couldn't quite take the ball there. It was Crawford. It spills out. Now there's a chance towards Mellington. Mellington takes it. Mellington snaps over his shoulder and he just misses. And if he had to kick that one, it would have been a big celebration, but not coming. 8-9-57 playing 14-8-92 in favour of Bridgewater. And we We are into red time in the third quarter, I should say here. Beautiful day for footy at Bridgewater Recreation Reserve. Score sponsor Don Smallgoods is good.
He has good goal awareness, but on that time he just couldn't quite nail it. So Jack Simons,
Maybe
possibly, he didn't even look at the goals. That's what captivated my imagination as he had a shot. So Jack Simons goes with the long kicking, manages to find Nick Norton across half back. The next link in the chain is Muggleton. He's taken the game on. He's run his full measure. He's kicked it high up towards centre half forward. Off hands. Who can get the crumb first? Bridgewater can. A little ball goes forward a few metres. Muggleton again inside 50. He's done enormous gut running to get there. From the back end of the ground to 20 metres out from goal where the ball has gone into dispute. Muggleton was wrapped up and will have a ball up deep inside attack for the mean machine.
This is a big blow if Bridgewater can snag one out of this after Serpentine's momentum. Mass pack of players around this ball. Goes up, goes back down for a repeat ball up inside the forward 50. About 15 metres out from goal. Bridgewater in attack, scoreboard end of the ground. Ball goes up. Knocked out of there. Draper goes through, he's tackled straight away, and we'll have another ball up. I'll go one more and see if I can get it out of here, Jackson. Had a few passages of play across the day where it's been like this, stoppage after stoppage. One down. Handball comes out wide, it'll be a flying shot which will come there from Ben Derrick, and it's bounced through for a minus score. So it's now 57 playing 93.
Ross Turner with the kicking to Darcy Porker for the Bears. Back to Turner. Turner a penetrating ball for centre wing, looking for Gladman. Opposed by Mays. Umpire blew his whistle and has decided to award a free kick to go the way of the Bears. So Gladman has it. Outer side wing. Down the line with the kick. Evades about 6 players. Soccer forward towards Mellington. Came from Harry Gadsden. Just gone through for a behind. Right to the line, local Freshwood.
Quick came in, short pass to Allings. Allings then plays it further forward into the hands of Green. Green then chips it further forward again down to the hands of Clapp. But right again of him, Charlie Clapp. Oh, what did you say that? He's absolutely shaped one. Out of bounds on the full. What do they say, Don? You give him a rack.
Commentator's curse.
Oh, no. Up until then, I thought he'd had a pretty good game, but that was an absolute shocking kick. So, free kick for Bears Lagoon, Serpentine. Callum Draper, he plays on, sends the ball towards centre half forward, but it's 2 on 1. Mark not quite taken there by Norton. Spurs it down as he fights for it and quickly tackled and has it right on the field.
In front of our broadcast position too. Tapped down beautifully by Aidan Blom. He does the roving too. Mellington, surely how he was. 1-on-1, he is deadly, is Josh Mellington. Jack Simons just had no chance there in that situation. He's slightly bigger too, is Josh Mellington. He's kicked 6 so far, and I would be tempted to mark this in for his 7th. I do have the white out on standby. It's not heard though. 7 goals, and Josh Mellington has had a brilliant third term. He's kicked 4 of those 7 goals in this quarter, and they go to 15 goals, 99 to the Bears, to 14-9, thank you.
That's Bridgewater.
That's right, 14-9. 93 Bridgewater to Bears Lagoon Serpentine 9-11. One of the challenges of calling country footy. Score sponsor Parsons Towing, Live 25.
You needed that wide out. You needed that wide out to put the goal of the other team, didn't you?
That's right.
Back in the middle we go. Up, down. Now they're coming again. It'll be sent inside forward 50 there from Priest. But this time, Simon's went out. Yeah, he looks very good.
He looked probably when the ball came in last.
Now it makes sense to why Simons was able to get 10 metres of space on it. Short pass now finds its way over across to Norton. Norton goes even further forward across to Terry. Terry's kicked down the line. Might be a chance to throw some coin over the boundary line for a throw in on the far side of the ground. 60 metres out from goal for Bears Lagoon. A lot of the scoring has been done this quarter. They've kicked 5 goals 4 to 1 goal 2 this quarter to mount themselves back into a position where they can challenge this game. Diving on top of the footy there was Kemp. He's taken in the tackle straight away. Have another ball up, 60 out for goal.
Out of sight, Bridgewater Recreation Reserve. 28 minutes gone, so in the shadows of three-quarter time, Leg gets a clearance inside 50 kick. Charlie Gadsden first at it, opposed well by Nick Norton. Ball goes out of bounds. About 30 metres out from the Bears' goal. Right forward pocket. 14 goals 9, plays 9-11. The Mean Machine lead. Round 1 Loddon Valley Football League action, live 25, local fresh footy. Ball's thrown back in. Mallington in the ruck, taps it down, and we'll have another ball up.
Mallington's at full forward.
I know that, I made a mistake.
Yeah, so you had me confused for a second there, Jackson. Ball up, it goes out towards James Bailey. Bailey sends it towards Oxford, but his kick's gone out of bounds on the full. There's a mistake. Talking of mistakes, James Bailey putting it out of bounds on the full. Greg Bailey watching on down there in front of us here on the bench for Bears Lagoon Serpentine. It'll be brought back into play by Luke Allings of Bridgewater.
He's drifted out of the game this quarter somehow. He hasn't had as many touches as in the first 2 quarters.
So Allings, the man that was described to us as had leather poisoning by Harry McKinley in the pre-game chat. They sent it down the line. That was from the 2 practice games earlier this year. Ball up from the contest, 60 out from goal. Serpentine are creating a bit of a contest in this quarter after a pretty dismal first half from them. Knocked down. Draper's in there, Kemp's in there. He finds a way through, handballs backwards in the hands of Priest. Priest then has to handball over the top, got himself into trouble, came out to Ross Turner. Turner couldn't quite take it cleanly, still bouncing around. Priest is in there again. And another ball up.
So, good to have you with us. Very close to three-quarter time. All players, except 2 in the front half of the ground for the Bears at the present moment. Going after it is Allings. Ricochet through sheer numbers, saw the ball go inside, attacking 50 for the Bears. And then eventually it goes out, and then out of bounds in the full, so penalty free kick to be taken by James Bailey, who enthusiastically picks it up and promptly kicks it inside 50. Mallington, 1 out, a hold, free kick to Mallington against Simons. And Josh Mallington will line up for his 8th goal. He's been one of 2 goal kickers in this game. 3 goal kickers, in fact, for Bears Lagoon Serpentine. So Mallington has certainly dominated inside 50 for the Bears. He snaps around his body and he has put it through. Josh Mallington with another 10-11 to score for the Bears. That's 71 plays Bridgewater, 14-9, 93. Score sponsor, Jason Westcott, builder, live 25 local fresh footy.
Well, Mallington single-handedly this quarter has got Bears Lagoon back within a chance. They're close enough if good enough, and Bridgewater's lost the run out of their game that they had in the first half. It's been a bit more stop-start, a bit more pressure from the Bears Lagoon Serpentine players.
Well, you said, Norm, they needed to be back within 4 goals, and that they are at the moment. It was 45 points at half-time. It is now just a 22-point ball game. A massive quarter from Bears Lagoon. Bridgewater win the clearance here, though. It'll be sent forward by Ben Derrick, inside forward 50. Can Serpentine rebound it over the fence. Draper picks it up, goes with a little worm-burning pass, which came out wide. Now they can work it through Priest. Priest goes back to Draper. Draper's kick down the line, finds Nash Kemp, who's hard on the lead. Kemp gets it, wheels around to his right, sends it down the line. It'll try and get to the back for Gladman. It didn't, but it spills forward. Crawford there. It's out, and Darcy Wood was collected a little bit high after he got rid of the kick and will end up resulting in a downfield free kick. Rather unluckily. So it will be in the hands of Alex Powell, who was also drifted out of the game a little bit this quarter normal.
Yes, he has. The ball hasn't got down quick enough like it did in the first half.
Another long quarter, about 33 minutes gone. Powell to half forward. Getting in the way is Nathan Twigg, who's been exceptional today. He steals it for the Bears across half back. Ops, well, I thought he played on, but the umpire had another opinion on that. Siren, 3/4 time. And at the last change, it's just a 22-point ball game.
Wow, Serpentine really upped it.
To third term to bring us home in this last term with the opening bounce. Here's Cameron Power.
Let's get the final quarter underway. Serpentine trailing by 22 points. And we'll have a repeat ball up after the bottom of that contest. Fascinating score out of Inglewood as well. Only a 5-point lead to them over Morong, so that's a possible upset brewing. It's taken away there for Bridgewater. Nayland smothered. And we'll have a ball up on the far wing.
An interesting candidate, Lockie Sharp's gone deep and he's got Josh Tate for company to start this last quarter.
Throw up. Not able to get clean possession, but Bridgewater won't mind this crappy contest stuff. As it just witters away at the time. Any advantages with them. 22 points the difference. Bridgewater, Serpentine kicking to the scoreboard end of the ground. There's a free kick for an infringement in the ruck, and it's going to be going to Alex Powell, who might have been illegally blocked.
He's got a Powell for the main machine. And he's not sure what to do, so he opts to take the traditional approach down the line. Perhaps a Sharp could have been given to Sharp. Umpire said no. Priest in defence was held on to, and he'll get the free kick. He's covered all areas of the ground well today. Good endurance by Baron Priest. So he is assessing options. Off the left boot, he kicks another penetrating ball. Goes about 60 metres to half back. After it is Jackson Adlam. Ball eludes him and out of bounds it goes. We'll make it tossed back in. 14 goals, 9-93 Bridgewater. Bears Lagoon Serpentine 10-11-71. Live 25 local fresh footy.
Andrew umpire wastes no time throwing the ball back into play. Knocked forward. James Bailey in there for Serpentine. Comes out. Priest has been the everywhere man for them in the second half. Gets it. Wheels down the line. Laird goes back with the flight. He kept it at his feet nicely. It bounced up for him. He dished the handball to a runner. Good build up this for Serpentine. Can the tap go on to Draper? He couldn't quite take it. Brilliant attack on the footy from Bridgewater. And that was there. Well done by Watt. It spills out wide. Serpentine can force the turnover. They'll work the ball into the middle of the ground. Handball came through from Nihill. They've just over-handballed it a little bit here. Turnover. Bridgewater away the other way. Down one end to the other. Sending it into a one-on-one contest. No mark taken there by McKinley. It spills to the ground. It's a quick handball out of defence and they'll relieve some pressure from Bo Clements. Who got it from Hancock.
He's looking for Nayland.
Free kick.
Yes.
Free kick to Bailey.
So he's got it. Does James Bailey.
There was a hold off the ball.
Thanks for that. Nolan Jenkin in expert commentary this afternoon. Goes wide out towards the centre. Good mark taken by Laird.
Three to Allen, pushing the back.
Yes, it was a push, as you say. Allen has been good today. He's kicked 2 goals. He'll be happy with his first hit out for the Loddon Valley Football League Club, the Mean Machine. Allen took his kick, searching for Lockie Shah, who you spotted it early there, Norm. He had numbers against him. What exactly did you see?
Yes, well, he got dragged around the shoulders by the Bears Lagoon Serpentine defender trying to keep him out of the play. And the umpire was right on board to see.
Lockie Shah, 4th this afternoon. He'd love a 5th here. And this would be important for the Mean Machine, just to get a bit of composure and a sense of steadiness. And that's what he provides. A beautiful goal from Lockie Sharp. It's the first of this final quarter of 42. 3 minutes elapsed. And Bridgewater go to 15 goals 99. They lead the Bears 10-11-71. 28 points in front. Score sponsor, Bendigo City Framers, Live 25 local fresh food.
Yes, both ends of the ground we've got defenders worrying about key forwards. Mellington one end and Sharp the other end.
It's been a good battle. I said pre-game that it might be whoever kicks more goals out of those two might be on the winning side, but at the moment Sharp's got 5 and Mellington's got 8, so might be wrong on that statement, Norm, because we're back in the middle. That last goal was very important in this final quarter, just for Bridgewater to steady themselves a little bit.
It was very important. There was no need for the Serpentine player to make contact with Sharp because he was never in the marking contact.
Handball out, spills out to Charlie Gadsden, bouncing ball at centre half forward, spills out. Now there's a chance out the back. It's going to be a quick shot on goal. It's going to come from Justin Laird, who's through for a minor score.
Hit the woodwork.
Hit the post. So they move along to 10, 12, 72, trailing Bridgewater 15-9.
Mays receives the kick in from Nayland, so Mays has got it in front of the scoreboard. Here at the Bridgewater Recreation Reserve, a bit of a shank, hoping to find Jack Milligan, going further than him. Harry McKinley though got it at the deck, sends it inside 50, knocked away from Lockie Sharp. Great hand pass from Charlie Clapp, finds Alex Powell, he takes the game on, feeds the hand pass over the top, back to Clapp, they're hesitating, they're messing around, but it won't matter. Allings open goal, and he's got his third. Luke Allings starring in his first hit out for the Mean Machine. Bridgewater cracked the century, and they go to 15 goals, 9, 105, leading now by 34 points, 10, 11, 71. Score sponsor, Aussie Disposals, Live 25 local fresh food.
Yeah, that was good football there. First by Alex Powell and then by Oscar McKinley. They both had the ball with their back to the goals. Instead of panicking and snapping, they found a handball to somebody facing the goals, and in the end it was Allings that was able to run in to an open goal from the same situation.
It wasn't Allings, there was 3 other loose players in that third line for Bridgewater. So Serpentine, they need a response and they need it fast. Handball coming out wide into the hands of Norton. Norton tackled. Handball forward from Draper. Draper turned over for Bears Lagoon. They send it up towards centre half forward. Ball bounces in the opposite direction, which stays in play. Look, a few players thought it was just going to go over. It spills out now. Here's Bowden Alexander. And the free kick is being pulled.
3/4 time in the North Central Football League. It's Calder United, 13 goals 20, to Donald, 2 goals 1. So Calder United dominating in that encounter.
Big statement for the new look Calder Lions. Down the line, it's turned over. It's a flying kick out of the contest from Prendergast. Bounces high up, centre wing position.
Yes, an excellent start to Darryl Wilson in his new coaching position up there, and they'll be hard to beat this year because Noah will have been good over the years, and so have Richie-Proof Narraport.
Twigging the ruck contest, can't tap it to anyone's advantage. Ross Turner chases after it. So do about a dozen other players. Not surprisingly, neither side is able to get clean possession, and so will have the ball up. 16 goals 9, plays 10 goals 12. Score sponsor, Jason Westcott Builder, Live 25 local fresh footy. Ball is thrown up. Terry taps it out. Harry McKinley is there to offer support. He wants it, can't get it. Wood though does. They work it out, the Mean Machine, up towards centre wing, Buckingham side. Nuggleton kick was too high for him. Up around level, Alex Powell, he's been good today. Hand pass inside, missed the intended target. Aaron Priest got in the way. He hopes to create a bit of a fumble. Ross Turner put his head over it courageously. That was gutsy. Good to see.
Very unlucky. I know it was unintentional, but very unlucky not to get a free there for too high.
Sometimes you see those ones go the other way as well, with the player taking out the knees as well. So
yeah, no, Turner wasn't doing that. He was down there first.
All up. Draper couldn't quite take it. Xavier Walsh picks it up, handball. Quick little spin out of trouble there. Serpentine by Downing. Downing then finds the handball out to Turner, and he might have been taken up with the ball.
The umpire said that he dropped it. I thought he got a handball away, but the umpire was close enough.
Well, so that's why I thought the free kick must have been going to him. It didn't look like a handball. But Harry McKinley, good to see him back on the field. stand-in captain for Bridgewater today. McKinley's kick hugs the boundary line and he puts it down. So it will be a free kick going the way of Serpentine. Right in front of our broadcast position.
The final score, LVFNL Newstead 16-46, Nevada 3-6-24.
Tagan sends the ball down the broadcast side line. Turnover, Walsh gets it. He sends it inside. John Bailey comes across and fists the ball out of trouble. Now they'll clear their way out of defence there, which comes from Prendergast. No mark taken by McKinley. For a high tackle, which will go the way of Nash Kent for Bears Lagoon. Sorry, when did you repeat that full-time score, did you say?
Newstead 6-10-46, defeated Nevada 3-6-24.
Nash Kemp from half back up toward half forward. Most players on the ground around this present contest. And we have the ball up. Bridgewater wearing the black armbands today in honour of John McKinley, who died a week ago. Grandfather of three McKinley boys, the brothers who are playing today. Oscar, Harry and Tom. And the whistle blown from the ruck contest. So it will be Nathan Twigg who'll take the front kick. He ups the boundary line with his kick. Honoured the lead that came to him from Andrew Gladman. Close to the boundary line, he had support from Draper. Bridgewater in defence. Bit of a hospital kick. Hangs a long time in the air. Laird intercepts. He did well. He showed courage. He'll send it inside, attacking 50. And that's a good grab. That's been taken 45 metres out from goal on a slight angle. And the Bears with a much needed opportunity to line up for goal here. And Luke Crawford has the football. What do you make of his chances from here, Norm? It's a decent journey.
It's a decent journey, but he should put it in the goal square to give Mellington a chance. But that was an excellent chip forward by Justin Laird then. Pinpoint accuracy with a teammate in between two opponents.
Goalless so far in this term, the Bears. We've gone 10 minutes. Crawford's kick looks good, and that gives them some hope. A very important goal. Luke Crawford delivers on Live 25, local fresh footy. Score sponsor is Aussie Disposals, and it's Serpentine. 11 goals, 12-78 to Bridgewater, 16-9, 105.
Yes, that'll give Crawford plenty of confidence and get his confidence up as he goes forward. Been a reasonable start to his career out at Serpentine on today, but he will only improve from here.
Well, up in the middle again. Up in the ruck this time there was Terry for the blood and spills to the ground. The name machine, I should say. Long team wearing the red and white.
We're not at
traditionally watching the red and white side will be South Bendigo Bloods. Looking forward to seeing what they dish up in Bendigo footy this year, but we're still here at the Loddon Valley as they go inside forward 50 again through Downing to the Bears. Spills to the front. It's going to be a flying shot which will go toward the top of the goal square. Mellington couldn't quite bring the mark down. Good defence there for Simons. And they'll get the handball out and they'll send it up towards centre wing. And eventually will end up in the hands of Luke Allings in the bright pink boots for Bridgewater.
Allings on the outer side. Waits for various options. One of them is Muggleton. He gets it on the half volley. That pass goes astray. Good pressure from the Bears. Forces Bridgewater wide. They work it across the half forward line. Lucky Sharp comes out. He's got three against him. He has support through Alex Powell. And Powell straightens up. He'll shoot towards goal. It's an unattended goal square. And he has nailed it. Beautiful finish from Alex Powell. And that is his first major of the afternoon. It's the third goal for Bridgie in this last term. Also 16 goals, 9, 111. They lead the Bears 11-12-78. Score sponsor Don's Small Goods is Don, is good. Live 25, local fresh footy.
Yes, that was a lovely one-handed trap by Powell then. He got the ball in one hand. Opposition were going one way, he went the other way, found himself in the clear, was able to steady, and he went back and became the 10th player to kick a goal for Bridgewater today. as he steered through his first, and an excellent shot at goal it was to cap off his great work throughout the day.
Back in the middle we go. Walsh gets it, just got boot to ball towards centre half. One-on-one contest, Hancock going up against Muggleton. They want it back there in the hands of Priest. Priest gets it over the top. Now Hawker, he sends it down the line and Ellings takes the mark. And it's a free kick to James Bailey. So James Bailey will then try and take on the man on the mark. He decides to handballs off to Priest, but he just stuck up with the handle rather luckily, I think. So Priest plays on with the advantage. He sends it up towards centre half forward. Bouncing ball, Gadsden. Can he get out the back? Gadsden couldn't shrug off the tackle. Strong tackle by Norton. Not rewarded. Serpentine are still in play here. They handball up towards the top of the goal square. And now Bridgewater have got the numbers to emerge. And they'll send it out through Ben Derrick.
They do indeed, and galloping after it here is Lockie Sharp, but his opposed gallantly, Farron Priest gets in the way. He gives it on to Josh Tay, who looks to go back out wide to Priest, across centre wing, outer side. Priest kick to half forward, ineffective. It's scrappy, spills out to Bo Clements. Clements hits the ground running. He goes to ground. Ross Turner is lurking. So too are Bears players left, right and centre, up towards the tip of the goal square. And Nathan Twigg just showed his sheer strength in the goal square as the ball was bombed in. And so Nathan Twigg, he hasn't goaled today, but a golden opportunity awaits.
Yeah, it's been a great comeback to football from Nathan Twigg after suffering serious injuries last year, and if he stays on the park he'll have a great year for Bears Lagoon Serpentine.
Twigg about 10 metres out, 45-degree angle, looks good, it's a goal. So Serpentine with their second in this final quarter, and they advance to 12 goals 12-84. Bridgewater is 16 goals 9, 111. Score sponsor Aussie Disposals, Live 25 local fresh footy.
Yes, that's great reward for effort for Twigg today to be able to go forward and kick a goal. Since half time in particular, he's been dominant in the ruck and he's controlled the centre square. He just hasn't had the support of his on-ballers to get the ball out of the centre enough as what they should have. They've been able to make the most of the opportunities that he's given them.
Back in the middle, Live 25 local fresh footy, Lockie Sharp goes after it. So too does Alex Powell. He hits the ground running. Look away, hand pass unselfish. Charlie Clapp, his kick was partially smothered. Ricochets towards Oscar McKinley. Hand pass to Jack Nayland. An 11th goal kicker for Bridgie is on the score sheet. Jack Nayland, his first of the afternoon. Bridgewater, half of their players have goaled this afternoon. It's been a lovely spread and they've played with great team unison. 17 line, 117. Bridgie, the Bears, 12-84. Score sponsor, Bendigo City Framers, Live 25 local fresh footy.
Yes, Bears Lagoon Serpentine defenders here are getting a bit upset that Bridgewater have got numbers streaming into their forward line and the midfield aren't following down. That was unselfish football led by, once again, Oscar McKinley. He could have had a flying shot himself but handball back.
McKinley got the ball out of Middleton inside forward 50, brought his ball very hard and he's happy to take the boundary line. He didn't really tap it very well. Spills down and diving on top of that will be Oscar McKinley. And that's it on the pass. Halfway through the last quarter, Inglewood 9 point leaders over the line. So certainly a fascinating scoreline to keep an eye out for there. That would be a major upset in Moreton Valley here.
It would be great for Moreton Valley.
Inglewood can hold on, 9 points up in that game. Back here, cutting it out wide and over the boundary line by Allings, who has been absolutely superb today. And almost lost his boot, but he did attend to that the best on ground today.
Absolutely, and John Hunter with his first touch of the afternoon. A lovely beautiful handball.
He's decided he couldn't get the boot back on and tie it, so he's just thrown it to the boundary line. He's gone in there with one shoe on. This is rather interesting from Luke Alling, but I like it. The confidence on the young fella is high. So Serpentine will emerge through Priest. Priest sent handballs over the top to no one in particular the boundary line. Now might be the chance for Allings to come and get that boot strapped on. The trainer's undone it for him so he can get it back on rather easily.
Luke Harrison with a fine job there as the trainer for Bridgewater. Ball spinning back into play, right in front of our broadcast position. Jack nailing his tackle beautifully by Justin Laird, and that was very swift. So Allings has got his 2 pink boots back on. I've never worn pink in my life, I don't think, except twice a year and I have to wear it from that. So anyway, ball to be thrown up by Dean Goodrich. It's knocked down beautifully by Aiden Brom. Comes toward Ryan Prendergast and knocks it forward a few metres. That was gutsy by Bowman Alexander for Bridgewater. Helps to get it to 40 metres out from his goal line. And we need to have another ball up. Field umpire Dean Goodrich says, give it to me. And we'll have a ball up.
Centre of the forward 50, ball up. And wow, he's just ran straight through the Serpentine ruckman there. So a free kick will go to Aiden Brom. Not exactly sure what Alex Power was at. He's given away a free kick. So Brom will send the high ball straight down the line. No mark taken, spills out the back. Allings was there to force the turnover. Now they handball him in the middle. Working it forward, comes off through the hands of Derek. Derek's little short pass didn't quite find target. Bridgewater play with his head over the foot. He was collected high and will receive a free kick. And the umpire might be looking to his pocket here, is he?
Looking to his sock.
Looked like there was a lot in that, but it's a yellow card. Looked like there was a lot in it, but the Bears Lagoon Serpentine player has been yellow carded. So that'll be 15 minutes off the ground. Trying to see who the player was. Didn't look like there was a lot in that. Maybe enough for a free kick, but I'm sure it was more enough as well.
I sort of agree there. Both players were going for the football. One just got there a little bit earlier. And probably at this time of the day it wasn't worthy of a yellow card. It's no time now to stamp your authority on the game. If we're going to do it, we should have done it early in the day.
Darcy Wood takes the free kick. He goes long, but he's missed to the right-hand side. And only a behind. Live 25 local fresh footy. 18 goes 10, 118 plays 12, 12, 84. They work their way back in to half back to the Bears. Draper. He's got it right in front of our broadcast position. Priest wants it short and receives. Cross half back. Slowed down a bit of recent minutes as the kick goes up to centre wing, Clubroom side of the ground. Mark has been taken by Harry Gadsden. 20 minutes gone, last turn. Can Serpentine push hard in these last 10 minutes or so of this contest? Kick up towards half forward, but a good defensive grab taken by Joseph Mays once more. He's been brilliant all day for the Mean Machine.
And working across half back. Tip it out wide. Taken by Simons. Simons the handballs off to the runner. He's able to step his way through and send it down the line. Mark will be taken by Bowden Alexander, hard up against the boundary line. Maryborough Castle Main League scores. Denali 3-5-23. Harrisbrook 11 goals, 10 final stages of that game. So a big win with Harrisbrook over Denali in the Maryborough Castle Main League as we had a ball go over centre half forward, inside forward 50 to go Bridgewater. Sets a bit of a target there. Sharp almost found it at the back of the pack. The kick might have been intended to go in the direction of McKinley, who's been good. It's a flying kick out of the contest. I'll tell you who got it. I think it might have been. It was Allings, and he's put it there for a minor score. So 119 playing 84.
Callum Draper to Priest, up to centre wing, Clubroom side. Good grab and a good kick to him. Set it up beautifully for Andrew Gladman. To half forward on the stretch. Terrific grab is taken. It goes by hand to Harry Gadsden. He got it off Luke Crawford. Gadsden, long and deep, but he had no one home. And just a wall of Bridgewater defenders, including Oliver White, who took the easiest of defensive grabs. And he plays on, combines with Mays, who kicks across towards the back pocket out of side. Clapp receives the footy. He looks for Allings, but he's put it out of balance on the full one. So Nash Kemp would take it on the outer side. Did it bounce just before it went out? No, it was out on the full. My instinct was right. So Nash Kent has the footy on the outer side for the Bears.
Just repeating, that was a full-time score from before, so Denali 3-5-23 going down to Carisbrook 11-10-76. And Bridgewater, and have an update out at Narong as well. It is Inglewood, or at Inglewood. Narong have kicked 2 goals and now lead it by 2 points, dying stages of that game against Inglewood 62 playing 60. So we'll keep you updated with a full-time score there, but that's a cracking game of footy going on. Serpentine have worked it inside forward 50 back here at Bridgewater. Bridgewater will then send it out wide. Xavier Walsh gets on the end of it with some run. He'll send it down in the McKinley direction, but a good bit of defensive work from Tyler Miles. He kept his feet as well, leading his leg. Umpire said, no, did he just fall over? Did he fall over or was he leg then, Norm? It looked like from here he might have had his
leg, but there was no complaints from him or from anybody, so maybe he just slipped.
Looked pretty obvious if it was a leg tap from here, but we'll have it thrown in.
Well, we've thrown right in front of the Bridgewater dugout. Almost all players around this contest at the moment. Here's a chance for Xavier Walsh. He wants to get it out, Bowden Alexander. Callum Draper there too. For Bridgewater now, it's Joel Green. But they find the boundary line. And another boundary throw-in. Great afternoon of football. The conditions couldn't have been scripted any better for round 1 in the Loddon Valley Football League. Bridgewater lead by almost 6 goals late in this final term. Kick around the body from Orion Downing. Goes centrally to centre half forward, and I think that's Luke Crawford that's come out and taken a good grab for the Bears. So he'll line up for goal. In fact, it's Aiden Brom who's got it. So he's kicked 1 already today as Aiden Brom for the Bears. They would love to kick their 13th. It's been a high-scoring game when you consider that 30 goals have been kicked between the two sides this afternoon. Aiden Brom, he'll kick from just inside the paint of 50. Doesn't have the required distance. It may fall short. Offhand, still in play. Bridgewater in defence got hands to it first. Jack Nayland, Mays is there. Mays loops it over the top, gives it to Jack Simons. He has the footy across half back. He's looking to spot up Tom McKinley, and he does so now on the outer side wing.
So McKinley quickly plays on, sends it up towards centre half forward. Noma taken there with Prendergast, who made the contest for Bears Lagoon. Right, 30 goals have been kicked in this game, so there's been plenty of goals. Very long quarters across the day, all quarters going over 30 minutes as well. We're 27 minutes into this one, so we might be on track for another 30-minute quarter here. Sent inside forward 50 there for Bridgewater. Come from Bowden Alexander, who's also been good. Alex dances his way one way, then the other. And he's able just to steady with a short pass. Couldn't quite find a teammate. Draper is on the end of it for Serpentine. He's able to get himself out of a little bit of pressure. Send it towards a teammate, but it's all Lockie Sharp, who was a little bit too smart there for his opponent in Tay. Sharp then gets it, sends it around the body inside forward 50. It's an moving further forward in Green. It's the handball back into play, snap around the body, will be a good goal for Oliver Middleton. And that is on the back of refusal to kill the ball from Bridgewater. They kept it going and they get themselves a well-earned goal. And they are well on their way to a very, very good victory here to start the season. They lead at 19-11, 125. The Bears Lagoon 12-12-84. Score sponsor, Aussie Disposals.
Yes, and Muggleton becomes the 12th player to hit the scoreboard for Bridgewater today. As you said, Cam, excellent effort by Bridgewater then. They kept the ball in. Bears Lagoon tried to knock it out but weren't able to. It stayed in play, and lovely pieces of handball there from Joel Green. Nice handball first up. And they got it out from Muggleton to get the goal.
Nathan Twig to Bruce, back to Twig, now to Draper, inside 50 with the kick. Brom, fist away from him, Jack Nayland good. He might have socketed out on the full. He called it exactly as it happened. And so the free kick will go to Callum Draper. He was unlucky though, that's for sure. So Draper off the right boot, inside 50, kick for the Bears. He's returned the favour.
Yeah, that wasn't unlucky.
Out of bounds on the full. prettiest of moments there. So the Mean Machine get the footy back in defence, and it's Xavier Walsh that has it.
So Walsh will then chip the ball across. Work it further forward. Good strong mark taken on the far side of the ground. Right up against the boundary line. In the hands of Watt, who's been good. He'll chip back, and that is full time here. And a very, very impressive win for Bridgewater. 19-11, 125. They've defeated Bears Lagoon Serpentine 12-12, 84. Norm Jenkins summarises that game.